said, you know what? I might just have to start making this part of the show where I kind of fuck up and just have to start over, you know what I'm saying? Because it just seems to be a theme of mine, So we're just going to start this back up, but I caught myself before they caught me. So let's get it. Bam. All right. There we go. And we back. How is everybody doing? Yo, you know, my Tuesday mood is so Tuesday cool. Potting back and forth like a two-way dude. What's your thoughts? Say what? Say who? We live at 9. House guests in the chat. What it do? Chime in, drop a like, become a part of the crew. Hit subscribe. I bet the show will be inviting to you. Cause we live from the crib. So say hi to the crib. Shot glass of full. Got a blunt and a swig. Bees, that's my brother. Tati's intelligent. Things might get spicy, but that's just how we is. I hope you like and how we be. Bees, Tati, and me. Let's start the show. It's at 103. I thought I would kind of end that up a little odd like, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I thought it was kind of fun. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? What's up, y'all? My house guests in the chat this evening. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope your week has started off good, and I hope things are just good with you, baby. Good with you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Tati, Bees, what's going on? How are y'all doing this evening? Y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I can hear you. Bees can hear you. Hear me? I can hear you, Bees. I can hear you, Bees. I think Tati might be muted over here. Can you hear me, Tati? I don't know. How's everybody doing though? How you doing though, Bees? What's that? What you said, Bees?
That's that old school 80s flow.
Yeah, man, I wanted to get some like an old school, some hip hop vibe to start it off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Give me like a little 90s, early 2000 type feel. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give me that type of feel and shit. You know what I mean? What's up to all my house guests in the chat? What's going on, Cheryl? What's going on, Wayne? What's going on, Vic, Sean, everybody? I see y'all in there, man. How y'all doing? I'm glad you're joining us tonight. I'm glad you join us every night that you do join us and shit. You know what I'm saying? We are being joined by my homie Bees and Tati tonight. Tati's over here muted for some reason. I don't know what she's doing. She got some stuff going on over there, but
sorry, hey y'all.
Yeah, she over here muting this shit. Got me feeling like I'm talking to myself and shit.
I love it.
You know, and Tati got a guest over there. Who's your guest with you this evening, Tati? Hey, guest.
This is my friend Beatrice, y'all.
How you doing, Beatrice? How you doing, Beatrice? How you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm chilling. I'm smoking. I'm drinking. I'm eating subpar takeout from Applebee's, but I'm doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
You better dispute it.
For real.
Well, I knew it was subpar when I ordered it. You know?
Oh, damn.
I just knew it would get here.
So you just make bad decisions on purpose, like your outfit.
Well,
he's not ready to get into that topic yet.
My outfit is not a bad decision. You know?
Listen, he is not ready to get into that topic.
My outfit is not a bad decision, but you know what? Fuck it. If that's where we're gonna start, and we're gonna start pretty quickly, well, shit, why not? You know what I'm saying? So I was talking with Tati, and she said, "Yo, Khary, you act too young to be dressing like you so old." You know?
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, no, what you said. You said, you don't act your age, but you dress your age.
You don't act your age all the time, but you dress your age.
I don't act my age, but I dress my age. So this is dressing my age? Yo, chat. What is wrong with the white blazer and the black shirt?
Okay, house guests, what do y'all feel about Khary's outfit today?
Huh? What's going on? Listen. Do I need to stand up? Do I need to?
Oh Lord, he about to show the drip.
Over here. Oh my!
You got to show the skip.
He's so annoying.
Huh? I don't even do this shit here.
He ain't showing the drip. He about to show the skip.
Huh?
Right.
He's
Not. He's still walking.
What y'all need me to do? You know, I think my outfit.
Excuse me, granddaddy.
Y'all, so me and Khary had a conversation this week about. Okay, me and Khary had a conversation this week about his wardrobe choice. Sometimes he had
choices.
Okay, so you had on. He was showing me some outfits, right? He had a black shirt, all black pants, all black pants, and white shoes,
and white sneakers. Some all white, but clean sneakers.
Why?
You know why? For the contrast.
Then y'all, we were okay. So then we were going to the mall, and he had on a nice outfit. It was nice. I told him it was nice, right? He goes and put on this ugly ass bucket hat and then flips the bucket part. What do you want to call it?
The bucket.
He flips the shit.
That's what you're supposed to do, son.
No.
Thank you, Bees. You're supposed to flip the bucket.
That was what you were supposed to do in 19-something. We are in 2021. You wear bucket hats regular now. Or am I tripping? Am I tripping?
I had to throw that in there, y'all.
Is she talking about like a cultural shock?
Huh?
Listen, my parents, when I was a kid, used to flip my bucket hats. Now we don't flip bucket hats. You just wear a bucket hat regular. And the outfit did not call for a bucket hat. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
Yo, but was it not a gloomy day?
No, it was not. It was hot as hell.
Or was I confused?
It was hot.
Okay, I thought it was a gloomy day. I thought
it was not a gloomy day.
The bucket hat was.
And you had on a nice outfit, and the bucket hat just did not go with it.
Let's see what the chat says over here. You know, let's see. They're saying nothing wrong with the blazer and tee. You know, I think you look nice, Khary. I don't see anything wrong. Vic said, I got the new edition bounce step.
Yeah.
Nisha said, I look really nice. You know?
Do not enable him, y'all.
They say, I think Khary is flashy with his wardrobe like my older brother. Yo, I'm tonight, I'm just chilling. This is chilling. Actually, I didn't even really think of this jacket right here with anything as an actual ensemble.
You're right.
But
say what?
Yo, but after tonight, I looked in the mirror. I said, yo, I might make this an outfit one day. You know what I'm saying? I might throw on some crispy, fresh sneakers. Boom, white, sparkly, to match the sparkly white jacket and my sparklers. At this thing, I wish I had like a sound effect of this one, bling, you know. But anyway, I think it would be a good look. You know what I'm saying?
What you think, Bees?
What you think, Bees?
What? The wardrobe?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm not sure because you just agree with the bucket hat thing, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. The real Scott Free says he likes the bucket hat Lodo. Yeah, I like. It depends on the day, but most days I just flip the front, or I flip the side, like a pirate a little bit. But Tati also said I shouldn't wear an all black outfit with white sneakers.
Because I just feel like it does not apply. I feel like, okay, if you had on like a black shirt that has some white in it and then white shoes, cool. But all black shirt, all black pants, and then just white shoes?
Well, okay, there's two purposes. One, it makes a dope contrast. Niggas be like, yo, look how... No, it does not. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Motherfuckers be like, yo, look how white his sneakers are.
You were walking and I couldn't see your feet, and then you automatically see your feet, and I'm like thinking it's gonna be black, and you got white shoes. Like,
okay, if I got on a white tee, I mean a black tee, black jeans, and then got on black sneakers, I feel like I'm getting ready to rob somebody.
Well, then that was your poor choice.
I mean, okay, so if you're gonna wear all black, you gotta keep it going. You can't just bust some white shoes out of nowhere where the white came from.
Security, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe like even like a dark color.
I ain't security. I ain't all black. That's like security outfits, yeah.
But like, where's the white coming from?
Especially if they're all white.
Now, if they were like a black, like maybe like a black and like a bright colored shoe, that's cool. You want some contrast, but the white just came out of nowhere.
So I could wear a black tee, black jeans, and then red sneakers, and that would be cool.
Green sneakers and shit.
Wait, say it again.
And I could wear red sneakers or neon green sneakers, and that'll be cool.
One more time. Black jeans and neon green sneakers.
Black jeans, black t-shirt, but neon green sneakers would be cool.
That's not what I said. I said if the shoes were like black and another bright color, like the shoes that you bought the other day.
I had some colorful ass sneakers the other day.
And then it depends on the type of shoes. You can't like wear all black shirt, all black pants, and they got on some all white damn Adidas Forces.
I can't just do a hard
Pumas, like
I can't just do a hard color block. I can't just. That's like some color blocking shit, ain't it?
That's not color blocking.
What's color blocking? If I wore a blue shirt, black pants, and orange sneakers.
Listen, it depends on the type of shoes too. Because like I said, the shoes you bought the other day, would it look okay? Would it look good with that? Those are like a fashion statement type of shoe. It has different colors on it, so you're showing off the shoes in that outfit. But if you just got on some plain ass white shoes, there's no even reason for us to even look down at the white shoes. And then where did it come in at?
Okay.
Just know.
No, I just like that word because nobody uses that word. Okay, I like that word.
I use spiffy sometimes
because nobody uses that word really.
Period. We just jumped right into it. My bad.
No.
We've had some wine, guys. So sorry.
So let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. I was watching, I was looking through one of my streams the other day, one of my feeds, and I saw a post that said Damon Wayans wanted some smoke with Dave Chappelle in a comedy versus. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all know who Damon Wayans is?
Did you insult us like that?
No, not everybody understands who Damon Wayans is.
Okay, I think Damon Wayans wants some clout.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's looking for some attention right now because if I was going to watch that, I would be watching it solely because of Dave Chappelle. But
okay,
I think that that's a good opportunity for him to kind of get some attention at the moment. I'm not mad at it. I'll still watch it though.
If this was this is all hypothetical. I'm not even sure if Damon Wayans actually said this, but I saw it online, so it must be true. Not really, right? But no, I thought it was interesting. But I actually had the opposite. I had like the take of, you know what? In a versus, I think Damon Wayans might win. And the reason why I think Damon Wayans might win is because Dave Chappelle is more recognizable, and comedy isn't like music,
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, they funny as fuck.
They are really funny, but
no. See, I'm not talking about the Wayans brothers. I'm talking about the older brother of the Wayans brothers.
Yeah, no, he's not. She was just making the connection.
Oh, okay. Yes, the whole Wayans family, they mad deep. They mad. They could do verses with themselves. They could do verses with themselves. But the reason why I think Damon would win it is because more people are more familiar with Dave Chappelle, and it's not like music where you can hear the same song and that shit hit hard every time. Once you hear a joke 1 or 2 times, it don't hit you the same. It's not as funny to you.
That's bad.
Right? So now Damon Wayans not as known, but a funny motherfucker. And when he pulls out shit like Handyman that you can't even make no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit is gonna hit a little different. And I think that might get a little more.
Don't underestimate the power of the handicap.
Listen,
Exactly.
but that's why I said I would still watch it because I like comedy regardless. So as long as it's funny, we good. I'm gonna watch it solely because, like you said, I'm a Dave Chappelle fan more so than good. But so I'm gonna still watch it. But as long as they funny, I'm there.
You know what's so crazy though? Like with Damon Wayans, a lot of his stuff would be considered offensive now.
Oh yeah.
A lot of his stuff,
like Candyman.
And this sensitive generation of America, freedom of choice, freedom of speech, but we'll get back to that. But damn it, like Homie the Clown. You know how offensive Homie the Clown would be to
not Homie the Clown. I don't think Homie the Clown. I think more like Handyman. Homie the Clown was just a black man doing a clown and just being mad aggressive. Handyman was like a mentally challenged man that was a superhero, and like he just played the whole I want to do it, but I can't do it. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that shit would be offensive because y'all remember how everybody...
You never ate his Shea Whiteys, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all remember how everybody reacted with the whole Trump thing? When he was making fun of, what was it? Somebody with autism?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for that reference. Thank you for that reference. Oh, yes.
Yeah, people aren't here for that type of shit anymore. But back then, that shit was. If you go back and watch, I was watching Mad TV and Saturday Night Live a few weeks ago. From back in the day, those people gave no fucks about any culture. Yeah. Like a joke was a joke back then. Either you gonna laugh or you
why it wasn't racist because it was at all cultures. You feel what I'm saying?
It was at everybody, but now
Yeah.
Now,
I think. How do y'all feel about comedy being different though, with certain shit, with them saying certain things?
I think the good ones can say whatever the hell they want to say. Like Dave Chappelle can say whatever the hell he wants to say. Bill Burr, he can say whatever the hell he wants to say. Other people don't know how to say whatever the hell they want to say. And both those people I just referenced, they know how to say whatever the hell they want to say and sell that comedy piece. Not everybody is that talented to be able to do that. Some people just tell those stories in offensive ways and think it's funny,
Well, do you think that it's more so that when they say things, they don't give a damn about the backlash because it's comedy? Or do you think that because other comedians aren't as big as these people that you just named, so when they make those same kind of jokes, it doesn't get the same reaction and they feel like they need to apologize?
Nah, you can't say that because I'm going to take it back to, you remember Kramer from...
Seinfeld.
You remember when he went in that club and made the the reference that he made some nigger jokes and they tore his ass up.
No, he didn't make.
All right, now that's different.
No,
that's different.
No, he didn't make nigger jokes. No, he wasn't in there trying to make nigger funny. Some dude started heckling him from the crowd. He got upset with him, didn't know how to react to it, and just started saying, "Look, it's a nigger! It's a nigger! The nigger! Everybody see the nigger!" There wasn't no nigger joke. That's what that nigga just spazzed out and didn't know what to do.
I didn't see that. That's crazy though.
Yeah, that was totally. That wasn't like trying to make.
That's fucking different. Yeah, everybody should have beat his ass.
I thought he was making a joke.
Yeah, nah, he wasn't trying to make a joke. That nigga just lost his cool and didn't know how to respond. I remember that shit.
I'm a person. I kind of like dark humor sometimes. Like I like sarcastic shit, like dry humor, sometimes dark humor, and it's just I feel like sometimes the backlash is just a lot. Like somebody in the chat who said that, Vic said, Sean said cancel culture killed comedy. I feel a little bit the same.
Actually, I think cancel culture are making comedians think a little more. you know? And I say that because like how comedy used to be, it wasn't just saying jokes like about gay people or about things that people currently find offensive now. They wasn't just telling those jokes because it was funny. They was telling those jokes because it was funny, and it was funny from the homophobic or the whatever opposite stance of just being an accepted type of group. You know what I'm saying? It was looking at it as like from the afraid standpoint, that everybody's afraid of this type of person, so this joke is funny. And that's what I think is the difference between comedy in the past versus comedy now. You know, like, you know, I was going to reference Eddie Murphy, but even some of Eddie Murphy's gay comedy was just like, it wasn't like y'all are scared of gay people. It was just like, oh, this type of gay person doing this is funny. And you know what I'm saying? But a lot of comedians, I think, was just saying, hey, this is funny because all of us agree that we don't like this. You know? And that's what I think is the difference. You know, whereas a Dave Chappelle doesn't say this isn't why we like this. I'm gonna tell you this is just why this shit is fucking funny. You know? Without the homophobic part of it, you know? And that's just my opinion and kind of how I view it, looking at how comedy might be a little different.
Yeah, I think that's one of those things, you know, how we were talking about certain like R. Kelly and stuff like that, just being on the fence. Well, I was saying I was just kind of on the fence about still listening to the music, because growing up in both cultures, like growing up in the 90s, growing up now, it's just like, it's just hard to choose. Like I remember comedy back then was funny as fuck, you know, like it was genuinely funny because yes, it was kind of stereotypical.
Yes.
But
that was the word I was looking for earlier too.
It was a little true. There was a little truth to it, and it was funny. But now it's like growing up now, well, not growing up, but being in this generation is like, okay, well, I can understand how people can take offense to that. But then again, just understanding that it's like, damn, it's comedy. Like it's just, this is supposed to be somewhere where you can come and laugh and not be judged, and you know. Yep. It's not for you to feel a certain type of way. It's kind of to laugh your pain off type shit. Like comedy is therapeutics to some people, you know?
And that's what I think.
Their variety, like wider variety. Like I feel like most of them kind of stick to, like, reason why people be offended, because they kind of stick to like gay jokes or like ugly jokes. I mean, I feel like if they reached every subject, like talk about everybody, people would chill a little bit more. But it's usually like kind of like gay jokes to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like you should sell everybody out and everybody out.
Yeah, like they used to do back in the day. They didn't just hold punches for black people. Yeah. They didn't hold punches for Asians, whites, none of that shit. Right. Get on everybody's back.
Yeah.
But a lot of times
talk about everybody trying to chill.
They did.
But think about it, like back in the days, it was always like, oh, white girls give head, black people still. Puerto Ricans got a lot of people in their house. Koreans on food stands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
they cooking dogs and cats and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody went harder than Spike Lee and do the right thing, though. I think that's the best, and that was straight comedy right there. You 360 basketball dunking, gold chain wearing. Yo, I personally found that funny as shit.
It was funny. It was funny because it was in a movie. Now, if a motherfucker said that shit to your face in person, you'd want to punch that nigga in his mouth. If Sal in a motherfucking feature shop, if you said, yo, let me get a slice, you gave the nigga $1.25, and then he forgot you gave him the $1.25, and you say, yo, I gave you the money already. And he said, you lying, you basketball playing, motherfucking watermelon eating, fucking Street Fighter playing, quarter borrowing ass nigga, you did not give me that. You would be upset, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yo,
but I mean, that's on the street though.
What's that?
Yeah. I don't know. That's crazy. I love comedy. That's like one of my favorite things. I love stand up. I love like all of that. Like I love to, sometimes I just get on YouTube and just watch random ass stand up videos. Mm-hmm. And so for me, comedy is like a release. Like I'm a laugh at everything. I like to laugh. So for me, just like calling people out for like, even when Dave Chappelle kind of gets backlash, it's like, yo, you can't deny what he said was true. He is a little bit more politically correct with what he has to say.
Right.
But it's true. And he said it. And like you said, he said it in a different way too.
Right.
Rather than just coming out and saying some vulgar shit.
Right. I think the comedians that are more aware of what they're saying and how they're delivering it do good. I think the ones that just be like, yo, this shit is funny and I don't care how people feel, they might be the ones that get fucked up. In my opinion, I don't know.
That's like Dave Chappelle with Dave Chappelle is genius. Like
he is.
If they were to have like a versus battle, it would be different because their styles of comedy are somewhat different though at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like, have you ever seen Dave Chappelle's skit for how they came up with the word nigga?
I vaguely remember it.
Yo,
no, I did.
That shit is genius. And it really makes you think like, yo, they probably did come up with the word like that, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to look that up after the show now.
It started from no gooder, but no gooder than sound right in a sentence.
You know gooder.
No gooder. Then it was
I love
like,
me
yo,
some Dave Chappelle with the juicy smoothie.
Oh man, that was the funniest.
It was like, let's take this off, let's add this. Okay, say it in a sentence. Get off my porch, nigga.
And that's how we came up with the word nigga.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle literally is a genius. He really is.
He is, yo. I believe so. And I think he is because his comedy style is making other people think about their comedy style, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. You know? I think the people that stand out be like, yo, how the fuck can I be as witty as this nigga? In my own way, you know?
Yeah, like
Patrice O'Neal, that nigga was funny as hell. He probably ain't need nothing from nobody, but that nigga was funny as hell.
Who?
Patrice O'Neal. He passed away a little while back. Okay. You know? But shit.
You know, Luther was dead.
What's that?
I need some fire.
My bad.
No problem. Let's move on. Let's move on though. You know, I saw a story today that said most of Pop Smoke's unreleased music has been used. Like they put that shit out. They just pretty much just ransacked his catalog, put the shit out, and boom. And you know, and this was his close friend Mike D. And this is what he speculates. You know,
Mike D.
What you think about this, Bees? What you think about
Pop Smoke's music being put out and what you call it, like
posthumously? Yeah.
I feel personally like that's gonna mess up his what you call it later because there's nothing to listen to. You understand what I'm saying? After a certain point, there's nothing to listen to. It's just like Biggie. There's nothing to listen to. You feel what I'm saying? Like
right.
There's a couple of what you call it, but some reason Pac, they still got stuff from Pac that ain't even been heard yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Are y'all saying so with the Pop Smoke thing, like everything that he's ever recorded, they've already released it, so there's nothing else to.
It's like more than likely whatever is hot. That's because I feel like if Mike D was around Pop Smoke from the beginning, he's saying that's his best friend. Mm-hmm. So from him being around from the beginning, he's probably heard all the dopest verses that Pop could put together. And then, you know what I'm saying? For him to say, yo, there's nothing else that you can do for this dude. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's basically over.
Yeah, okay, so Pop Smoke, so y'all remember his last album? Was that came out
I think that
right
came out
before
in 2020.
He died, he passed, right?
I think it came out right around
I'm not talking about this new one with all these features. I'm talking about the one before that.
First album dropped.
Yeah, when his first album passed, he passed away, but a majority of his album was complete. That was shit he was working on for that album, that he wanted on that album, you know?
Yeah, so I was gonna say that was a good ass album. You can tell that he put hard work into that. That was a good ass album. They're still playing those songs today on the radio over and over and over. Right. Now this new album, you can tell that they done put. First of all, I saw that there's some like Madonna on there and shit. Pop Smoke wouldn't have worked with. I'm not saying he wouldn't have, like he couldn't have.
He might have. Madonna might have said, "Hey, let's work." You know?
Yeah, but I don't think that if he was still alive, this would have been an album that he would have.
No, it wouldn't have.
Put together. He was on some gangster New York shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just like this album seems so forced. I'm not even gonna cap. I don't enjoy I haven't even sat down and listened to all of them. But the songs I have heard, I have not enjoyed them.
I'll say this. They
turned him into a pop star.
Pop Smoke passed away before his first album dropped. You know? Mm-hmm. So what that tells me about this album is all of this shit is shit he recorded that he didn't like for the first album. That he didn't like for that album whatsoever. So all of this shit was probably going to go in the trash. This shit was probably never going to be heard from. You know? Yeah. So this wasn't shit that was recorded for the second album. There might have been maybe one song that he was like, you know what? I like this. It just doesn't work for the first album, but I'm going to use it for the second album. There might only be one song like that. You know what I mean? But the majority of this shit was supposed to go in the trash and not be heard by nobody because he didn't like it. That's my opinion.
I feel the same way. Biggie duets. It's like,
now, Biggie duets was just like, Biggie duets felt like they didn't have enough verses from Biggie, you know, because they used verses from his previous albums on that album, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
So I've seen like my homeboys and stuff here and like local people here in Tampa, like they will kind of like, what do I want to say? They will record songs and stuff like that. And if they don't like it, they'll never release it. So that's kind of like he kind of recorded shit like that and just never released it. And now they just taken all of that and just put that on this one album. That was a problem, and I died. Is that what pretty much what happened?
Say that one more time.
Just like whatever I'm not saying a full song he recorded, but he recorded like maybe he had some shit he wrote down. He recorded it, didn't really like it, or the label didn't really approve it to be a song or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they just took all that unused shit and put it into one album. And now he doesn't have anything. Right. So later on, like Bees was saying down the line, like you can still release some Tupac shit. Right. You can't release Pop Smoke shit. Or like you saw how Chris Brown released the song with Aaliyah years ago. Like that was some untouched shit that we ain't never hear. Mm-hmm. But you know, I don't know. I don't think that was smart. And I'm not really feeling the album. It doesn't feel like signature Pop Smoke.
Right. And that's the reason, and that's one of the reasons why there's a lot of features, you know, because a lot of these things was like, ooh, I got this one verse and maybe a hook. But then he was like, I ain't never finished this shit. I ain't finishing this. I'm moving on. I don't really like this. You know, and I say that because I've been through that. I got a lot of shit just like just one verse and a hook. And I'm like, okay, that's it. Let me move on to something else, you know? But in the comparison, I was never really trying to be an artist. I just did the shit because I enjoyed doing it. I wasn't trying to be an artist, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to pursue a dream of being an artist at this point when I was doing shit like that. But I understand that process of writing some shit and not finishing it because you just don't fuck with it after you start it. And I think that might be the case, yeah.
Okay.
You know? Let's move on and shit. What else we got over here? Let me see. Oh, in the same vein as this, I saw that Anderson .Paak got a new tattoo, you know, and it's funny because his tattoo actually says, it said, "When I'm gone, please don't release any posthumous albums or songs with my name attached. Those were just demos and never intended to be heard by the public." You know? which this nigga got that shit tatted on his body. You know?
He's serious about that, ain't he?
Yeah, he like, yo, dead ass, don't do this shit, yo. You know, this is what this nigga got that shit tattooed on his arm. When I'm gone, please don't release any posthumous albums or songs with my name attached. Those were just demos and never intended to be heard by the public. So he got that shit tattooed so nobody would get it fucking twisted, you know? Because Prince said, yo, he pretty much said that shit and said he don't fuck with that posthumous shit, you know? And they actually recently put out a posthumous album, which I did not listen to because I know it wasn't something Prince wanted me to really listen to. That wasn't his shit. You know?
It didn't have that.
Yeah, you know? It wasn't what he wanted, you know? So
right. I swear I'm not feeling that album at all. I'm not feeling it. Every time it comes on, I literally turn it off. This does not sound like Pop Smoke. This didn't sound like Meet Me in the Woo. The Woo. What's the one everybody was singing in the club? That's not what that sound like. Yeah. And the one where he was sounding like what's that one where he was sounding like the dog, the growling.
You sounding like what, DMX?
I forget what it's called, but that didn't sound like him, this new album.
Yeah, it didn't. I only heard a few tracks from it, but I wasn't really vibing with it. His first shit was hard though. You know, so I fucked with that.
Yeah, he sounds like Lloyd Banks to me. He's like a new Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, they took him and turned him into like a pop rapper.
Yeah, that's because the labels took over and did what they wanted to do, and it wasn't his direction.
That ain't cool.
You know? But you know, rest in peace to Pop Smoke.
That's why it's hard when you're an independent artist because like the labels be tied up with the radio stations and all that too. So you know, like if it's just like your song is just like not a hot song and it's not label orientated, most of the time it's not gonna even get out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Pop Smoke just happened to have that underground movement to where the label was like, you know, we gotta but these labels don't be understanding. They be destroying artists like Pop Smoke and stuff like that. Once you start limiting an artist and keeping an artist from being who he actually is,
well, he didn't have that choice at this point.
Yeah. You think it would have made a difference if they would have allowed like his producers and shit to actually like put together an album rather than just I feel like they probably had some random ass person come in and kind of put some shit together.
Yeah, they got too much money involved in it to let somebody that has no money involved in it to take over. Because
they thought that this is the whole thing. They thought, you know how it is, their rappers get better promotion. So they're just trying to ride off of, you know, the sad thing is they're trying to ride off this young man's name and his music.
That's a fact.
Because the world felt a certain type of way. It's just like if somebody was we'll say, what's the name? If Laura London was like, oh, I got a couple of Nipsey tracks that I know nobody's ever heard. I'm gonna put them to music. It's not gonna be the same thing.
I'm glad they haven't. I'm glad nobody's done that to Nipsey. You know, the only music that's been released by Nipsey is shit that he's actually worked on with people. You know.
I mean, there's still a couple of Nipsey tracks that's out there that probably haven't been unreleased yet, but some people probably feel a certain way just about putting the track out per se. Like, you know, I just don't want to mess with this man's legacy. I want to just leave this man the way it was when he passed away. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some, you know how that go. Artists get around.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, so since Nipsey's passed, there's been a few songs that's been released that he was featured on. I think he had a song out with The Game that he was featured on. I think he had a song with DJ Khaled that he was featured on, you know. But these are songs he already recorded with them. It's not like they said, yo, give me a Nipsey verse, let me put it on something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's the only Nipsey shit we're going to really hear is shit that he already recorded with somebody and they just haven't released it yet. But he was already cool with them releasing it because he recorded it with them. That's what I think, in my opinion. You know, verse how niggas was doing with like Pac. You know, let me buy a Pac verse. You know, Like
that should be a dirty and good thing Pac's mother is able to get some control.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah. All
right. They did my boy dirty. They did him dirty.
I'm sure if Puff had the rights, not the rights, if Puff had the means to actually give you some new Biggie, and try to put it out there, this dude would do that, yo.
If he had I think Puff
the
would
means.
do that.
What you mean? Like he can't afford it, or
no,
or just to put something together?
I think Bees feels like he doesn't have the rights, but I think I think Puff has a little more integrity than just releasing some shit. I think he learned from, the Biggie duets. He was like, yo, if the shit doesn't sound relevant now, I'm not gonna put it out. I'm not gonna put it out knowing I'm putting this 1989 Biggie flow with some 2007 or whatever shit. You know what I'm saying?
And because they were friends too, so he know where he would. Right. He kind of has an idea. Right.
Exactly. But shit, let's move on though.
Allegedly.
Let's move on. I wanted to ask you a question. I had this question: has the definition of a good singer changed? I was talking with Tati the other day, and and kind of like people that consider themselves singers nowadays, that I think back in the days couldn't really pass as a singer,
Definitely.
Like, I fucks with this dude. I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? Rod Wave, the nigga shit is dope as fuck, but he considers himself more of a singer than a rapper,
I don't think he considers himself a singer.
You don't?
No. So when we had that conversation, okay. I was saying you were asking me if he considers himself a rapper.
Right. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off. Uh-huh. And the reason why we got onto this Bees is because I went and listened to Nelly. And that nigga was a singing. He was a singing ass nigga.
He was definitely listening to too much Nelly.
He was a singing ass nigga. I was like, yo, this nigga is really singy.
I told you, yo.
And then I started saying, though, does he ever? I started thinking maybe he should start taking claim for niggas singing. But I'm like, yo, how many niggas that actually sing and rap versus they just think they sing and don't rap? Are there really? You know what I'm saying? Like, who really considers themselves a singer? And I'm talking about people that are on, like Rod, and I bring Rod Wave up because he's like singing, but he's not singing. If you catch my drift, you know what I'm saying? He's more like harmonizing to me, but he could be considered a singer.
I think I wouldn't consider him a singer. Mm-hmm. You were asking if I would consider him a rapper. He's done an interview before where he said like he doesn't consider himself a rapper. He doesn't call himself a rapper, and he doesn't call himself a singer either. It's just I didn't know that there was a word for it, like those in between people that do the sing songy thing but rap at the same time, kind of.
Entertainer.
It's called they call it what is it? They call it a melodic rapper.
Melodic rapper.
Melodic, is that how you say that? Yeah. Melodic rapper.
Melodic rapper.
And so it's kind of like, so that would be the Dage Loafs and all those type of people that kind of falls into that category. Just kind of like,
the Drakes,
yeah, so that's what I was looking up the other day. That's that category that would fall under. Okay, those people that they're not singing to be considered a singer. Okay. Like, hey, I'm a great singer. They just kind of they can write and they can make good, feel good, relatable music by, but they're not trying to be considered a rapper either.
They can catch a melody.
Right. Pretty much. Okay. So I didn't know that I didn't know until I looked it up that there was actually a title for that. Yeah, like verbiage for that.
So this is a new category.
That's that category that they.
We have a new category called melodic rapper.
Right.
Melodic rapper.
So, and I like it. I'm not opposed to those types. I love me some Rod Wave. He's from St. Pete. You know, I support my Florida artist, and he is dope as hell. I love me some Rod Wave.
So Bees, I'm gonna give it to you. We might have to holla at Nelly and like, yo, fam, you were one of the first melodic rappers. But then I say maybe he wasn't.
I don't think so.
Smooth B, I think he might have been one of the first melodic rappers.
He is the first melodic rapper.
I don't know who y'all talking about, y'all.
There was a group from the 90s called Nice and Smooth. You know, Smooth B was in the group. Greg Nice was his homeboy in the group. But Smooth B was like a singer. He was like, Smooth B.
Oh, you can't have your cake and eat it.
Man, y'all look like, you and Bees look like y'all could be a R&B group right now.
So Smooth B, so this is like in the late 80s, early 90s. Smooth B was like, Smooth B, notorious, glorious, knowledge is infinite, I live in the fortress, I'm so astronomical. But on the physical plane, you know, he always had this like, on the physical plane, you know what I'm saying? Like
I wouldn't call like a melodic Nelly.
That was like a melodic rapper.
I wouldn't call that that. Like, okay, so after this, after the show, we're gonna listen to Rod Wave. Mm-hmm. And we're going to listen to that song. And we're going to see what the difference is. They were a
little different, you know?
Yeah.
But I think they were in the same vein. I think if you listen to your Cake and Eat It Too, you might feel away, you know?
Now I want to hear the songs.
You know, you can't have your cake and eat it too.
See, Rod Wave is like Rod Wave is like one of those.
There's another song he sung.
He has like the hood niggas singing songs like you ever seen hood niggas sing "When I See You" by Fantasia? Like that's the type of wave, the type of vibe that he like brings. You know. Like hood niggas are really out here singing to the top of their lungs, whether they sound good or not.
Oh, like that goddamn boot up. You see niggas on the corner.
That's that jam. Yeah, that's that type of vibe.
Like, oh, come on, son.
Yo, somebody in the chat mentioned Montel Jordan. What would Montel Jordan be? Was he a rapper or a singer?
Yeah. But no, Montel hit them verses. He had them one or two little Slick Rick verses, but somebody wrote that.
So he was a singer that just wanted to rap.
Marky, just a friend is one too. I think so too, Shawnetta.
I think that was just him having fun.
Also said the term artist. That's what I used to call them, just artists, because I didn't know what category to really put them in.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know, Wayne Mills said, "Yo, what about Domino from California?" Yeah, that was a tough one.
Oh, the Ghetto Jam. This is how we.
Yeah, that was that shit, yo. The Ghetto Jam is
about. Time out. If it is one, it's probably from LA. When I really think about it, because but then you got TJ Swan.
Yeah, but TJ Swan was just a singer though. He was a nigga that really couldn't sing very well that thought he could, you know?
Okay.
But you also gotta mix in the rapping with it. So like, that is like a rapping.
Wait. Not to cut you off, Tati. Orange Juice Jones.
I don't know who that is.
I barely know who that is.
I saw you and him walking in the rain.
See, he thought he was sing. He thought he could really sing. He wasn't trying to. Right. Yeah. He wasn't trying to rap though. He wasn't trying to sing and rap. You know what I'm saying?
When he was rapping, when he was like, "Yo, you without me, it's like cornflakes without the milk."
He wasn't rapping. World. That nigga was just mad. No, he wasn't rapping. He wasn't rapping. He was just mad, trying to sound cool, nigga. You know. Cause didn't that song start off with Joe? I followed you today. Yeah, that's right. I followed you today. Yeah, I saw you. You know, is that how the song started?
Yeah, he said, you was with that chicken McNugget box head kid that don't know how to act.
Yeah. The song started off with the nigga saying, yo, You know, how the song, he said, you know what? I missed you, girl. She came home, she's like, I missed you. He said, you know what? I missed you so much, I followed you today. I said, damn, that nigga sound crazy right there. I missed you so much, I followed you today. Yeah, that's right. I followed you today. That nigga said, yeah, that's right. She was like, you followed me.
You ever seen Juice?
Yeah, that shit was funny. That shit
All
was
right.
funny.
Do you remember Samuel L. Jackson and homeboy having a conversation in the pool hall? And he was like, yo, it's all about the slapping, napping dugout.
Yes.
That's Orange Juice Jones.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that he made, well, you know what? When I saw Juice, I was young, y'all. I was young, so that's why.
Vic said that was the end I was reciting, by the way. It might have been.
Barry said, call me Tati, I can't sing or rap.
But has the definition of good singer changed? Do some of these singy, rappy niggas now make the definition of singer a little different or no?
Nah, not in that sense, I don't think.
I mean,
I think you're talking about women?
Do singers in general have to be able to hit high notes?
Yo, there's no vocalist. There's no vocalist. That's what I'll say. Singing wise, you got some niggas out here singing, but there's no vocalist, yo. Like Luther, like a Jaheim, like you know what I'm saying? Somebody that could really like hit that note. It's
just
not really
case,
like
I don't make it home tonight.
I think
I don't make love to you for the last
so in
time,
terms of
baby.
good singers, I wouldn't be. I don't think that like people like Rod Wave and the melodic, what do we call it? Melodic singers, rappers. My bad. I don't think that they should be in this topic. I think now if we're looking at people like the women, so like you remember we got like we used to have Mariah Carey. I think when you said there's no vocalist, I think that what's Shorty's name that was on Nickelodeon? What's her name? Ariana Grande. She is considered a vocalist. Like, she is, you know?
Yeah.
So I think there's people like that, young people now that like that. But there are some, I had an artist in mind
I think people like her
don't have to be able to sing nowadays because they got that little shit. What was T-Pain talking about?
Auto-tune.
The auto-tune shit where you can just sing and you can correct the pitch and shit now for the song. They got that type of shit now. So people don't even have to really know how to sing. There's artists that just, they just...
But with those, you can tell.
I'm about to blow something up.
A lot of those,
they used to do that to Mary until she actually learned to sing. Because Mary couldn't sing in the beginning, yo. On some real shit. Like, you know, not to take nothing away from Mary J. Blige, but like in the beginning, Mary really couldn't sing when she went up in the studio, bro.
Mary,
she could sing.
So I think she was nervous, and I think that she was nervous.
Check it out.
No. Because if you watch her documentary, she was saying how, you know, she was going through a lot back then, and she didn't even really know who she really was. Right. But I definitely think she can sing. I just think that it took for her to. She didn't, because back then being famous ain't the same as it is now. Back then they weren't really getting paid. She just had somebody find her and just, you know, was recording songs. So she was still nervous and still dealing with real life. She wasn't really making no money. So I feel like that was a little different. But I do think that she was able to sing back then.
Now, by the second album,
now,
I'm saying by the second album, she was a total different
I'll say this. Now, Bees, I would say this, Bees. I would say you're partly right, and I would say it wasn't that she couldn't sing in the studio. I think she sung in the studio just fine, and Diddy wasn't gonna let her not sing in the studio fine. You know, I think her issue was when she might sing live. It might sound like she really can't sing because of her nerves and not really being really super confident. You know, because I remember watching Mary perform on the Apollo one time. And I'm watching it on TV, and I was like, "Yo, she doesn't sound very great," you know. And I wasn't even really like a person that was really like into singing like that. But I fucked with Mary, and I was like, "Yo, that sounds nothing like the album."
Yeah, you know, because there's singers, you know the difference. Like when Summer Walker, my girl, that's my baby. When she first came out, she had social anxiety, like. She wasn't, and Vic said SZA, them two, like, SZA different. If he talking about SZA like or Sizzler like?
SZA.
Anyway, give me a try, Sizzler. Like
I think he's talking about the singer SZA. Yeah, SZA.
Okay, but I think like when Summer Walker came out, she had social anxiety and she sounded really good on her songs. Like, you know, when you're streaming them, when she would perform, she would literally be standing there in one spot, hands to her by her side, barely moving her mouth, no emotion. Like, I think that there is a difference between like singing with emotion and being passionate and just like, you know, that nervousness kind of keeps them from like reaching their full potential. So I feel like Mary kind of would have went through that. Yep, but I wouldn't say SZA because that's my girl. Y'all wilding in the chat. Y'all wilding. I love her. What?
I get SZA, her, Summer Walker, all confused.
Really?
Yeah, I think because
I don't know who Summer Walker is. Summer Walker
you said her too?
Yeah, who's Summer Walker?
I get them all. I get all three of them confused because they all kind of seem to came on the scene in my life around the same time. It's like I discovered all three of them around the same time period, and I never actually really seen them. Can I stop? Really, I don't watch videos like that. I listen to music. I don't really see them, so I never really see them. I just know there's these singers that sound dope.
Summer Walker.
I think that they didn't really come on the scene at the same time.
Excuse me.
Huh?
I understand what you're thinking, but what I'm trying to find out is
who is Summer Walker? She used to date London on the Track, the producer.
London
she used to date him. She had songs with Usher. And I was gonna say one of the reasons why I feel like y'all don't really know who they are is because it's more like women, like it's more geared towards women. So like Janae Aiko and shit too. Right. Like men be on some of those songs, but most of their shit is geared towards women.
I know who they are.
But I'm gonna play some. I'm gonna send you some stuff, Beast.
I know who they are, right? I know who they are, but I need to be told when I'm hearing one of them. You know, I think
you know exactly who her is, and you know exactly who SZA is.
In my head, I'll be like, "Is this her, Summer, or SZA?" And I'm like, "I'm not sure."
That means y'all ain't real fans. Y'all got to go listen to their music. Because y'all heard you. I could tell you right now, Bees, you've heard their music, all of their music before. So when I send it to you, you're gonna be like, okay, I've heard this song before. You just didn't know exactly who it was. And didn't know what they look like.
But
because they are like dominating, right?
Right. And I would consider all three of them good singers.
Amazing singers.
Yes. Let's take a call. Area code 757. What's going on? How you doing? What's your name? You're live at Khary's crib. Where you calling from?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
You gotta turn something down.
Yeah, you got something on in the background. You kind of sound a little foggy.
Who we talking to tonight?
What's your name? Come on, are you on speakerphone? Get on speakerphone. Yeah, you're on speakerphone now, right?
Okay, yeah. No, because I had it on speaker because I wanted to be able to hear you guys.
Yeah, the speakerphone don't work very well. What's your name?
Hi, I just wanted to call and just say that as far as you said the definition of a good singer or not, has it changed?
Yeah.
I don't think it has changed for us older folks.
Uh-huh.
You know, I guess these people nowadays think any time somebody does anything or says anything, it's a good singer or a bad singer. I don't think us, and I'm telling you right now, you two on the screen, okay, and me myself have ever thought that T-Pain was ever bad at singing, performing, at anything. He was always a great dancer. He was always a great entertainer. He was always a great singer, with or without the dang thing you know, that they try to claim, oh, that's all he's good for. We knew that he was always a good singer without it, right or wrong.
Yeah, I always thought there was
Come
T-Pain.
on, I am the real you. We already knew this.
Ooh, you sound a little lit right now,
and the
baby.
fact that everybody else want to put that stuff on T-Pain, we already knew T-Pain could sing now.
Am I wrong or no? Am I wrong or no?
But you know what? Okay, so I will say, is this Barry?
And I'm tired of the fact that just because everybody else want to jump in and do this little machine and shit, and they try to blame it on him. Mind you, how many decades? First of all, we both, the three of us right now know that. First of all, that they did that shit like 15 years ago to T-Pain.
Did what? Did what?
Wait a minute, but T-Pain.
Yo, right now, Barry, you was just you was going on a little bit. Let me see.
You got some energy.
Yeah. Hey, Barry, how you doing?
Let's just be real though.
Okay. All right.
We being real.
We all being real. We all being real. I forgot what we was talking about just now. Let me hold on.
We know damn well. Then I'm just saying, these mother effers acting.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Like, we know this shit.
Yo.
I'm choking over here.
Oh, man. Let's see. Yeah, ready? I'm gonna unmute it.
It's almost 2 decades.
Let me stop.
First album, like that.
All right, you play so much.
He finally did it.
Khary,
20 years from his first album drop. Correct?
All right. Okay. Check this out. Yo, I appreciate you calling.
Yes, baby. I'm just saying, like, we ain't gonna play my man T-Pain like that. I'm tired of these motherfuckers.
I feel you. What you right now? I'm sipping on some tequila this evening. What you got over there? You smoking or you sipping? What you got going on?
You said good singer change, not.
I asked you. Are you sipping?
I'm not even talking about the auto-tune because
I think she's definitely sipping something. I appreciate you calling.
She's
man.
It's hanging up on her. I'm trying to feel just like that.
Yo, if I take a couple more shots, I might be feeling that way, yo. You know, yo, for real. I appreciate you.
I'm trying to feel just like.
Yo,
period.
Okay, look, I'm not the only one. Miss Melanated over there said, yo, the caller sounds like she's lit. Yo,
club going up on a mother freaking Tuesday.
We love you, Barry.
We love you. We love you. Yo. All right, yo, let's get into this story time with Bees, yo. I think this is a good way to get the story time with Bees, yo. You know?
Oh, Lord. What you got for us today,
What you got for us tonight, Bees?
Yo, listen, I got like, I'm gonna blend like 2 stories into one because like this, all right, I got a childhood friend. You know, Khary may know, he's Chuck.
Okay,
so like me and Chuck.
That's not a real name. I was about
to say, like, how you gonna say you try not to say his name and then tell his name?
Yeah, but you know.
All right, my bad.
Only certain people know him as that. You know.
So
nobody he works with does.
Yeah. So me and Chuck, you know, I known Chuck since I was maybe 6, maybe 7. I used to live on top of Chuck. I used to live on top of his grandmother. So, you know, I was a little kid, used to make mad noise and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So finally, you know, she came upstairs. She wanted to see what the noise is about. It just so happened that me and Chuck happened to be the same age. You know, my grandmother, my mother, his grandmother had a talk. The next thing you know, me and Chuck is hanging out. Mm-hmm. So Chuck wound up Chuck is still a friend to the day, you know what I'm saying? But there's always some shit with Chuck. So, like, okay, to break it down, one night, we in the 10th, maybe 11th grade. So one night.
So y'all got some sense, but not all of it.
Yeah. So we used to be White Castle fanatics.
I'm still a White Castle fanatic. I want to drive to Orlando and get some White Castles, but somebody said, yo, they have health violations right now. Don't fuck with it. I'm going to chill. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yo, fam, we used to take my man Light Eyes' mother's car, and my other man, Gorilla Palms.
The nigga's name is Light Eyes and Gorilla Palms. Light Eyes and Gorilla Palms.
Yo, because my man used to have the hand, and the used to be like this, and then more fingers, like, and then more fingers, like, so the nigga hands are like this big. His fingers and shit. They used to hang down in his arms and shit like that to his like his knees and shit.
Nigga made it sound like he got 10 fingers on his shit, yo.
That's what his hand used to look like. So one night we take my man Light Eyes, we take his mother's car.
You fucking thieves.
So we take the car, we put garbage cans in the parking space and all that. That's back in them days.
To make sure nobody take his shit. So mama don't come back like, you know what? I know I done parked my shit where I done parked my shit. Why is my shit not where I parked my shit? You know? So the garbage can save that spot. I get it. Somebody tried to put a cone in their car and use that to hold the spot. I don't think that works nowadays. It might, but never mind. Go ahead.
So we take the car and we fucking go to White Castles.
White Castles. That's not.
But we come back from White Castles and niggas is like, nah, I don't want to go home.
You fucking thieves,
so
yo.
Niggas is like, yo, let's go to Throsneck. So we go to Throsneck. We ain't got a license in the first.
Mm-hmm.
A permit neither.
Mm-hmm.
So we on our way to Throsneck. But you know you got past the police station and get to Throsneck.
Mm-hmm. This is a spot in the Bronx for those people that have never been to New York, by the way. You know, these are areas in the Bronx, New York, that he's referring to.
So
it's a podcast. There's millions of people watching.
We pull up to a light by the police station, like right by the police station, and the police pull up next to us.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, 4 black teenagers in a car.
They're all looking straight ahead.
Everybody looking straight ahead.
Looking like you did something wrong. The
cop tries to go straight with us. Light Eyes makes the turn.
Okay, so Light Eyes is driving.
Light Eyes is driving.
Where's Gorilla Hand sitting? Who's shotgun?
I'm shotgun.
B's a shotgun.
Gorilla Hands is in the back.
Gorilla Hands is in the back. And Chuck is in the back. All right.
So.
And Chuck ain't very tall, by the way.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? Chuck got me out. Chuck got me to come out that night for the White Castles. I really wasn't going to even come out that night. But anyway. So.
Sound like somebody got in trouble. Go ahead.
Next thing you know, the police try to circle the block and come after us.
Just because y'all were 4 black niggas that all decided to look straight ahead.
Exactly. So we
ain't doing nothing. Oh, they must
wind up driving, parking the car.
Mm-hmm.
We jump out the car. Everybody's hiding. We hide in people's yards, shit like that.
Wait, y'all jumped out his mama car?
Yeah. They ain't supposed to have it.
Why y'all jumped out his mama car? Y'all just gonna abandon her shit.
Yo, no. He thought he locked the doors and all that. He left the lights on, left the keys in the fucking...
This nigga abandoned his mama car, yo. You know what? I personally me personally, I would not have. I tried to steal my dad's car one time. I would not have. I was unsuccessful. But if I would have stole it, I would have went on a high speed chase before I abandoned my dad's car. I'm just saying. That's just me. That's just me. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we all fucking hiding in this. Oh, mind you, Throsneck is an all white area. So we hiding in these people.
Isn't that where French Montana's from?
Nah.
Where he from?
Nah.
I thought he'd be repping Throgs.
Nah, he's from East Tremont.
Okay, you're right. My bad. Go ahead.
Throsneck is actually like Fred the Godson's area.
He's black.
But the project side.
Okay. Well, black people black. Continue.
So, next thing you know, we hiding. Me and Chuck, we up under a Suburban. Gorilla Palms and Light Eyes, they try to go and hide. Gorilla Palms gets up under a car, and Light Eyes tries to get up under the car with him. Now, Gorilla Palms' hands are so big, he gets mad while he's under the car, and he slaps the ground. The car he's under had a very sensitive alarm.
Oh, so that alarm a little vibration.
Huh? Yeah.
A little vibration.
At the same time, the cops are circling the block looking for us, but we by the police station. So what do you think? There's a lot of cops.
Okay, okay, question. How do y'all get in trouble near a police station and then hide near a police station? How did this occur? How did nobody say, hey, let's go a block that direction?
Yo, listen. We young and dumb.
See, if I was with y'all, I would have thought about that. But then again, I would have said, you know what? I don't think getting in your parents' car without their permission is a good idea. Even though I had house parties, the house was stayed where it was at. It wasn't moving. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
So, next thing you know, Light Eyes and Gorilla Palm, they trying to walk the block like they live out there and all that. So me and Chuck is up under the Suburban. Next thing you know, we hear
somebody start the car?
No, that's these niggas getting tackled up against the stores.
What niggas? Your niggas or some other niggas?
Gorilla Palms and Light Eyes is getting tackled.
Oh, they tried to blend in, but we was like, oh, no. They tried to blend in, but the police was like, oh, we know all the niggas around here.
Oh, there's a part I didn't mention.
What's that?
It's 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, so there's nobody outside.
Yeah. So 4 blacks in an all-white neighborhood at 1:30 in the morning.
You're lucky to be alive.
So check it. So me and Chuck, we up under the Suburban.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, yo, Chuck, we gotta make a run for it. We gotta, they got Gorilla Palm and Light Eyes. He like, I can't move. I'm scared. I said, Chuck, it's gonna be all right. Kick the fence. He like, why? I said, to make sure there's no dog in their fucking yard, nigga. He like, I can't move. I'm scared. So I shake the fence a little. I don't hear no dog. I hear the police coming. I hop the fence. I get up in these people's yard. I creep up in there a little something. They flash a light. I curl up next to the garbage can. But you can't see me behind the garbage can. Next thing you know, I hear, ah! They dragging Chuck from up under the Suburban. So now they got Chuck. I said, fuck it, gotta take my chances. So I start hopping yards like it's dead presidents. You know what I'm saying? I make it to about the firehouse. I get to the firehouse. I'm walking down the street. They pull up on me. So I do the Fresh Prince. I pull my wallet and my keys out, do it on the hood of their car, and lay it on their car. On the hood of their car. Listen, we not gonna do all that shit. I already know what it is. They searched me, said this ain't the guy we looking for, and let me go.
Oh damn! You got lucky like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You got
so
lucky
then,
that could be a song nowadays too. By the way, you got lucky like a motherfucker. Lucky like you got lucky like a motherfucker. Nigga dancing away and shit. Go ahead.
Switch to today. Well, yesterday, Chuck calls me up.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck is like, yo, B, I gotta go get my car from Jersey. No, he doesn't even say that. He says, yo, B, I gotta go. I need help moving something. That's what it was. I need help moving something. It's in Jersey. So I'm like, all right, Chuck, I got you. He's like, it ain't gonna take long, whatever. So Chuck takes me to like, I don't know what hood this shit was, bro.
He took you there yesterday?
Huh?
He took you there yesterday?
Yes.
See? What happened, yo? What type of bullshit y'all get into?
So he takes me out there, so we talking, and he's telling me all his love stories and shit like that. And I'm not thinking, you know what I'm saying, but he keeps talking about this one particular chick. But he's like, he lives upstate, so I'm like, okay. Can't be nothing. But he keeps going. So he's like, yeah, I need you to help me move somebody. I gotta make sure that she there. So like,
and see, that's why I don't have a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? What did I say before? What did the nigga ask you to do? To help him move some shit. And that's why I don't have a lot of friends. See? Thank you for validating my point, Biza.
Yeah. So he takes me out to Jersey. Yo, he takes me to Newark. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and then takes you mad far. Oh man.
Yo, man, I'm talking. He took me to some hood shit, where it's so butt. Like they trying to gentrify one side of the street, but the other side of the street is like the projects, New Jersey Drive out.
It takes time. You know it takes time to gentrify an area. You know.
Yo, no, fam.
So what happened? What happened though?
One side there's townhouses. We pulled up.
It takes time. You got to gentrify an area over time. You know, you
I'm looking like, this kind of nice over. Oh,
you gotta give the white people time to complain about the people across the street before shit starts to change.
Yeah, fam. Oh, so I didn't even tell you. So.
No, but go ahead, finish. What happened when he took you over there? He took you to another white neighborhood.
Where you gotta pick the stuff up from? Over here? But I'm pointing to the gentrified shit.
You had to go in the projects?
He turned into the projects.
See? That's why I don't have a lot of friends.
So he turns into the projects and I'm like, all right, Chuck, what the fuck going on, yo? He like, yo, this bitch got my car. I bought a car for her. I said, Chuck, what the fuck you doing buying cars? I said, how long you know this chick? He like, oh, a year. I'm like, a year? And you buying cars? He's like, yo, that's my baby, yo. So I'm like, so Chuck, you just gonna come and take the car? He like, yeah, she can't drive it because my insurance ain't gonna cover. I'm like, but don't she got a license? He like, yeah, but my insurance just ain't gonna cover her. So I'm thinking to myself, like, Chuck, why is your insurance not gonna cover her? She got her license. He like, yo, she's 19. I'm like, Chuck, you crazy. He like, yeah, I know, but that's my baby.
He was messing with her since she was 18.
I don't know what's yeah.
If he was messing with her, he was messing with her since he was 18.
That's another thing. So then this nigga starts circling the project parking lot.
That nigga older than me. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable.
Listen, so this nigga circling the project fucking what you call it? So while he's circling the shit.
Yo. Yeah? Does that girl? Did you ask him if that girl still lives at home with her mama?
She just moved out. Yeah. So listen. So he doesn't tell her that he's taking the car.
See, if oh my God, yeah.
Listen. So I'm like, yo, fam, you know this shit is gonna be a little sour, right? He like, nah, she gonna be. I said, nah, nigga. I said, you got me in the projects in Newark, nigga. After this chick, fam, she's not gonna be nice about it. Like
her brother gonna fuck him up.
He's like, everything's gonna be all right. So next thing you know, this nigga got me parked up. Now we sitting for like 45 minutes. Like it's a fucking police stakeout. The projects got fucking security guards. These niggas walking around with fucking 357s and Desert Eagles and shit. I'm like, where the fuck does this nigga have me? So, next thing you know, she finally pulls in. She pull into the parking space. This nigga pulls up behind her.
Okay, this nigga's too old for this shit.
Next thing you know, this nigga Chuck gets out the car and all that shit. He sounded like, yo, you know, you got the keys to the car. I need the car, this and that. She like, yo, what you talking about? He like, yo, I gotta take the car back. She like, yo, what the fuck you mean? I gotta get to work tomorrow. He like, don't worry about that. I'm gonna get you to work.
Oh, shit.
She like, yo, how I'm supposed to pick up my kid? This and that. I'm like, oh, shit. Next thing you know,
she not wait. So wait. Hold on. She's 19. She has a kid. How old is he approximately? Huh?
45, 46.
Finish the story.
So next thing you know, Shorty starts going crazy. She go in the building. She went wherever she went to get whoever. Next thing you know, my nigga, it's a clan out there.
Let me guess. A clan of 16, 17, 18, and 19-year-olds out there ready to get in y'all niggas' ass. You had a clan of little niggas ready to wreck y'all old ass niggas.
Yo, fam. You know dead ass for real. The little niggas was gonna do nothing but get themselves hurt. I don't know about what Chuck said, but then again,
okay, so
Chuck is good on his end. Chuck is good on his end.
Okay. What I'm just thinking now is I'm just thinking of you and me as 16, 17, 18, 19-year-old niggas, you know, and our crew rushing some 45, 46-year-old niggas. I don't feel like we would have been threatened whatsoever. You know?
No, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I picture. You know what I'm saying? You probably picture the niggas we had beef with. I picture us.
No, but see, Chuck, yeah, that's what I saw. That's what I saw. But, you know, Chuck can legally push you back a couple of feet if he wants to. Feel me?
Yeah, he's a little stocky, nigga.
No.
You talking about some other shit?
Yeah.
Got you.
He's grippy every day, all day.
Got you. But still, a pack of little niggas is wild to have on your ass, nigga.
So yeah.
And I tell you what, a pack of little niggas, I don't care how old they are, 16, 17, 18, 46, 16, that's just gonna be on the news. That would have went through his head before some shit happened. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the news.
So y'all would have got your ass whipped because he would have been like, I don't want to be on the news. Bye. You know, I want my car, not the news. Y'all would have got your ass whipped by some 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds. And they would have took your car. I'm just saying. I'm just making jokes. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't feel that way. But so next thing you know, Shorty telling me, yo, suck my dick, bro, fuck you. She went there on some other shit with him, like fuck you, da. Then this nigga had called the cops.
And he probably did it in a tough like way, huh?
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm calling the cops.
He called the cops. She was like, I don't give a fuck about them. You know how to beat you up a couple of times already. You know how I get.
Oh shit. She said, oh shit. Oh man.
I said, yo. And then she was like, yeah, you gotta tell your man something, this and that. I'm like, whoa. Oh,
they're talking about you? They're talking about you?
Yeah.
You was the man?
Yeah.
All right.
But yo, the shit was, I'm sitting in the car the whole time. I don't ever remember getting out the car, getting involved in.
you was sitting in the car with the, I don't know what's going on, look. Bees was sitting in the car like, I'm just as surprised as y'all are.
Yeah. I had to call Mo, like, yo, like, babe, this nigga got me out in some ghetto shit. I had to show her the gentrified side and then the project side. Yo, that shit was like a portrait. Yo, the gates went around that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man.
I'll tell you what. I'm at the point in my life where if I'm hanging with a nigga and that nigga gets me into some beef over some dumb shit, I'm not hanging with that nigga no more. You know? If the shit is not about no type of money for me, yo, there's no reason why we should be beefing, nigga. Or are we beefing because the nigga dropped your beer? Did you really call me for that? You know what I'm saying? And I've had that happen in my life, and I was like, nigga, are you for real? And that shit really tripped me out. But yeah.
Oh, like when a nigga called you on vacation with your kid?
Yeah. Yo, that shit bugged me out, Joe. You know what I mean? I was on vacation with my kids.
Yo, come outside, we got beef.
What's that?
Yo, come outside, we got beef.
Yeah, yo, fam, I was in shock, yo. I was really in shock, yo. Yo, it's like, yo, wait, I'm like, yo, you haven't seen me in years. I'm here on vacation with my kids. You getting into some beef, and I'm the first person you choose to call, nigga? You know? And I'm supposed to be like, yo, let's go get it. Nah, nigga, I'm on vacation with my kids. The fuck is wrong with you, nigga? You know? And what are you beefing over? Oh, it don't matter. Oh, yes, it motherfucking do. You know? For you to call me and say, yo, come through, nigga. I got beef. Yo, What?
Damn, it's always something with this nigga though, my nigga.
Oh man.
That's good.
Oh man.
Every time, hey, yo, fam, and the thing is like, I don't be hanging out with Chuck like that. He called me like out the blue every now and then. But what I noticed
is this a common thing?
Like, as a late, it's always something.
If it's always something, you know what? For me, if it's always something, guess what? It's gonna be nothing from this point further, cause you on some bullshit, nigga, and you too old for that. You know? You'd always have me in some bullshit, nigga. The fuck is wrong with you? Did let me ask you, did you school him? Did you talk to him sternly about him being 45, 46, trying to holler at, or hollering at an 18-year-old?
Yeah.
You know? You're like, yo, fam, you haven't even had a chance to walk out the fucking house.
About that.
You know?
Yeah, I had a deep conversation with him about that. Like, fam, we can't do that.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
That's wild. You know? There's some limits that need to be had. You know? I'm just saying. That was a wild story time with Bees though, y'all.
Yeah.
Wild story time with Bees. But let's move it on. So I think Tati shared some shit with us today where this lady was talking about dating while pregnant. Did you get a chance? Did you get a chance to check that out, Bees?
But dating while pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it.
Wait, you was pregnant and you was dating?
What? Bees? What?
I wasn't pregnant.
I'm like, wait.
How the fuck that look?
Yo, you might have gave birth to a sailboat. I don't know.
But I dated a woman that was pregnant.
Okay. And how did that work? How did that work out? While y'all were dating, were you telling her how good of a father you would be and things like that?
No, I didn't tell her none of that shit.
Did you shoot up the club?
Oh, all the
time. So men enjoy dating women that's pregnant just because they think they can shoot up the club.
That's just weird as hell, bro.
What? Is that weird as hell?
You wanna come inside somebody that's pregnant without that's not pregnant with your baby? That's weird to me.
Well, at least you won't get pregnant.
I know, but that's still just weird to me.
And
it's young nigga shit.
What's that?
It's young nigga shit.
What's that? You said
it's young nigga shit.
Nigga shit.
Yeah, I mean, as an older person, yeah, morally and all that shit, my morals are totally different from how it was when that shit happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just evolving as a person. But I'm telling you, any young niggas will do that shit. You young, you do the nastiest shit when you young, bro.
Young niggas look at that as a benefit of you being pregnant and dating you.
So I now knowing that pregnant women that is a fetish type thing too, and knowing somebody that has like, I know somebody that was pregnant and they were dating still. I think that it's kind of frowned upon just because, not frowned upon, but people normally be having shit to say about it because you're pregnant with somebody's baby.
But
I'm not sure if I probably wouldn't be dating while I'm pregnant.
Hold up, Tati, though. I mean, if you pregnant and dating, you can't be dating mad niggas. You gotta be dating like one nigga. You can't just be
But why they can't date mad niggas?
You can't. Right, I was gonna say you can't dictate who you fucking connect with.
Why they can't date hella niggas if they wanted to date? If they dating, they
everybody can't be shooting up the club.
But okay, well, dating don't mean fucking either.
Yo, let me tell you something.
I don't fuck everybody I've dated.
I haven't fucked everybody I've dated. I've gone on 1-2 dates with a person that was like, this ain't the person I'm fucking with, and moved on.
A nigga is trying. What they always say, wet pussy the wet. What is it? Pregnant pussy is the wettest pussy.
That's what.
Or whatever. Niggas is trying to get some of that pregnant pussy. Niggas don't care whose seed is in there.
Niggas don't care about what?
Niggas don't care whose seed is in there.
And I think that's just weird. Honestly, I think it's a preference thing. Like, if I was pregnant, I wouldn't be dating.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Tati thinks it's weird, but Tati's also not a guy. But Tati also says she would not be dating.
No, I'm not a guy, so I wouldn't. As a woman, I wouldn't want a man. For me, as a woman, I wouldn't be wanting to have sex with. I don't know. If that's not your baby, I'm not sure I want you like poking around in there, and especially coming inside of me.
Okay, that's
weird. And then I just feel like as a woman, I wouldn't be dating while pregnant. But I'm not judging women that do. You know, it's just not for me.
Now, looking back, like if I'm looking at myself in my 20s, I probably wouldn't have dated a woman that was like obviously pregnant to me. You know, like I could look at her and see that she's like 6 months pregnant or some shit like that. I probably wouldn't holler at her. I'll probably holler at somebody that I didn't even realize they was showing or some type of shit, you know? And then if I did date somebody, I would be like, that ain't my damn kid, but I'd probably shoot the club up, you know, with no fucking risk of a DMI, you know?
That is so weird to me.
But
that's weird to me. If I'm pregnant, because pregnancy is such a spiritual thing for me. Like, no, I don't want some other man in my womb with my kid. That's weird, and it's not your kid. That's fucking weird to me.
Yeah,
that's weird as hell. And then you coming inside of me.
I would agree.
Look what you're saying, and that's from a moral standpoint. Right. You understand what I'm saying?
Not everybody.
Not moral. It ain't got shit to do with my morals. I said it's spiritual for me.
Okay.
That's not a moral thing for me. I'm carrying my child, my seed in my womb. This is somebody, I have no connection to you. We're dating. Or you know, clearly we haven't been dating that long if I'm pregnant with somebody else's baby. It's just, we have no connection to each other, and all of that going on is a lot. That's a lot.
What if 6 months in y'all had a connection?
But you would have to be 6 months in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you would be like six.
It takes time to get to know it. I don't know. That's not for me.
But you would now be still 6 months pregnant, and there might still be sex because now y'all might have a connection. Is it only because you don't have a connection? So it's not that necessarily it wouldn't be another person if you got to have a connection and bond with that person.
I'm not even saying it's just solely, again, this is not pertain. This is a hypothetical
thing. We're not talking about you particularly. We're talking about
I wouldn't be having sex while I'm pregnant. But I feel like it's if I'm already pregnant, right? So if I'm already pregnant, whether I just became pregnant or if you met me when I'm 6 months pregnant, I'm 5 months, 4 months, whatever months pregnant, right?
You know what? Actually, I think we might be skipping ahead because we already said earlier, dating does not equate to sex, you know?
That was just one thing that I was saying.
Right.
To what Beast was saying. That was just one thing. So I'm just saying, like,
sex aside,
it don't matter at what stage of the pregnancy you meet me at. It's a span of 9 months. I'm gonna be pregnant. So how much do you really know a person if you meet them at 6 months and it's 3 months, and you know what I'm saying? At whatever point of the pregnancy, you still have to that get to know people stage. And even if they did decide to just have sex, the person I know, they were just having sex. Same night, same week. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's just, I can't. I feel weird. I would feel weird.
Okay.
This is my baby inside of my womb, and this isn't your child. And not only are you like, you know, poking around in there and shit, but you leaving evidence and shit. You coming inside of me. I don't know nobody. I'm not having sex with nobody raw within a span of 2 to 9 months.
I don't
know you like that. I don't know you like that.
I was like 19, 20 years old.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know. Again, I'm not judging, but that's just not for me.
At that age. Now, if we take sex out of the equation, is there a problem with dating while pregnant?
I don't think so. I think that's people's business. Like, you know, there's some people that's met their soulmates, their husbands, while they were pregnant with somebody else's kid. I've seen that happen before. So I'm not judging. I don't think that pregnant women should only be focused on their baby, and because shit happens. People get pregnant on accident, not accident, but you don't expect to get pregnant and shit like that.
On accident.
Nah, not accidents. Because if you fucking raw, you already know what may be coming from that. But
yeah, but we say it's not an accident.
But see, that's why niggas trying to get something.
Accident.
If you
why she pregnant?
It's an accident.
Because you fucking her raw. Yeah, I ain't do this. It's already done.
Right. I'm saying it's not an accident because if I lay down and have sex with you, and we're fucking raw, we both know that there are two things that may happen. We may get STD. We may get pregnant. Those are possibilities. You know that for a fact. You decided to take the risk. That's what fucking raw is. It's a choice. So I don't think pregnancy is an accident. You just decided to take that risk.
I think
you may not meant to come inside of them. You may not have meant to. You ain't pull out in time, whatever. But you knew what was gonna happen. It's not an accident. Yeah. We know what comes from sex.
I kind of feel like it's. I know where my couch is, but every now and then I stump my toe on the corner. No,
that's dumb to me. That's dumb.
It's kind of like an accident. I didn't.
That's
I know
dumb
exactly,
to me. That
I
ain't
know
even
exactly where it's at. I know if I step in this vicinity, I could stub my toe on the corner. I know all of this for a fact because it's happened before. But yet, I still somehow stub my toe.
Nah, just admit that you got a weak ass pullout game.
No, I think my pullout game is excellent. I think my pullout game is excellent.
But I don't. I don't know. We're not talking about the semantics of pregnancy, but
hit her in the eye. Show her where you come from.
Huh?
Hit her in the eye. Show her where you come from.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
That's fucking gross. It's fucking gross. Now I'm being trying to give people pink eye and shit. Fact. Now we got herpes in the eyes. That's just crazy.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I don't know.
That one.
I don't know. I don't know, y'all.
Oh shit. Oh man. Let's see. But on the same note, I got a dog being walked past me. On the same note, or similar note, not the same note, similar note.
Everybody's just looking at me.
This is a topic that we actually were supposed to cover on Friday, but we kind of skipped over it by mistake. Birth control. Should you force it on your kid? You know what I'm saying? Got into a conversation about that the other day and thought that was interesting, where some people do force it on their kids, some people don't. Do you think, what's your thoughts on it, B? Do you think it's something that should be forced on a child or not?
What, birth control?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the ages on this? What are we talking, like?
I don't know. 16 through 21, I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
15,
after
13,
18,
12. I know people that had babies at the age of 12,
18, I feel like this, like it's actually on the child. Like, you as a parent, you can help them, but it's all about, do you truly value your future as a kid sometimes, I don't know.
When you say value your future, what do you mean? You mean like, because if they get pregnant, their future might be changed or something like that?
Yeah, I feel like that sometimes because it's like, sometimes I feel like people shouldn't be put in a position to always be like, yo, what if? Like, if that's...
So you think birth control makes people say, what if I wasn't on birth control, I might have had the next LeBron James? I could have been a rich mama with a basketball player child. Did they be like that? Or they be like, oh, damn it, my child could have been Barack Obama? Some shit like that? That's what you mean? Or what if?
Yeah, because some people blame like having kids early on their, I don't know, their downfall of not being successful, shit like that, That's what I'm saying about like with birth control. Maybe I'm really making no sense right now. I'm probably really making no sense.
How about you, Tati? Any thoughts on the birth control thing?
you know me, I don't agree with birth control. I don't agree with giving young women birth control.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody should be on birth control just because of the effects that it has on women's body.
Mm-hmm.
Women's bodies, whether it's infertility later, whether it's weight gain, ovarian cysts, PCOS, like endometriosis, cancer, all types of shit. So I feel like we have a history of when young women get to the age of being curious about sex or into boys, or just get to the age where maybe their parents were curious and all of that. I think that it's become a thing for mothers or parents to be like, you need to go on birth control because I ain't taking no babies, or you don't be having no babies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rather than just kind of and I'm speaking of experience. My mom put me on birth control at 15, I want to say, but that was due to having PCOS and cysts on my ovaries. Apparently, it was supposed to not help the cysts grow, which I later learned in life that wasn't true. It was just because she wanted to put me on birth control to make sure that I wasn't having,
children.
Something must happen. So, but let me tell you this. So being a woman and the way that affected me, what they don't tell you is that a lot of people go through depression from birth control because this is literally a chemical that is altering your hormones. You're no longer producing the amount or the same hormones monthly that you should be. Your body isn't releasing those hormones. So that changes a lot of things. Some women don't get periods while on birth control. That's an issue. Mm-hmm. Some people get longer periods. I've seen women that's had periods for 2-3 weeks at a time, 6 weeks sometime on birth control. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And then again, the depression thing. Some women gain a lot of weight that they cannot get off with birth control. Some women develop cysts. And, it's just a lot of long-term effects. And being on birth control also for longer than 2 to 3 years can cause cancer. Ovarian cancer, breast cancer, etc. Like osteoporosis. This is a foreign chemical that is not.
Excuse me, but can I ask you this? Do you think a lot of those effects are just with Black women, or do you think that ranges out with the birth control, like, you know what I'm saying, like all nationalities? I'm just wondering.
I would say that birth control isn't good for any woman's body, but I would also say that the rate. How do I want to say that? The women that are mostly on birth control are minorities.
You want to say the percentile?
No, I don't really like to use that. But I think that, so for example, when I go to my OBGYN, as a Black woman, they offer me birth control every time. They offer me birth control every time. You would see more Black, Spanish, whatever women on birth control than you do white women.
You think
So I'm not saying it affects our bodies differently because of our nationalities or our ethnicities. I would say that I don't think it's good for any woman's body. And it's not natural to be on for that long. I think that it's just forced more on minorities. And that's that's in the office and that's in the household as well.
Why do you think
my mom had me at 17. What?
Why do you think it's forced more on minorities?
So my mom had me at 17, and being that she was a young mother, and also being in a household where she had several sisters having babies and stuff like that, to prevent young women again from having babies at a young age, or having those type of things, whether it's for concern for their future, like you said, Bees, or if it's just from a standpoint of I'm not taking care of no grandkids.
Okay.
I think it's that's kind of been passed down. And then in the office, as far as in the doctor's office, the whole minority doctors agenda, we don't have to, I don't even want to get too deep into that. But birth control can also sterilize women. So anyway, it's I don't agree with birth control at all. I was on birth control for a very long time. Again, due to saying it was due to like cysts and shit like that, when really it was just because my mom wanted to make sure that I wasn't interested in sex, not only or having babies. But I think it's terrible, and they don't really explain the long-term effects to young women when they do decide to be on birth control. Okay, if this is something you're going to do, this is a short-term thing. You can't be on it for this amount of time because this is how it will affect you. Also, keep in mind that you can become depressed. You can go through all of these different things, and these are the side effects. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that there's enough education around it, and I don't think that people push enough safe sex. I think that if you trust your kids, have conversation with them. Not if you trust them, you should be having conversations with your kids. Mm-hmm. I should be with my daughter. My daughter's 3, but when she gets of age, I would like to have a relationship with her where if she was interested in sex, she would be communicating with me about that. And not only that, but just communicating with her about safe sex as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many steps before birth control.
Listen, you know what's so crazy though?
What's that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta communicate about the birds, the bees, the black-eyed peas, the T's, the L's and the R's. Like,
the bees that like bees.
You actually have that conversation with, because of the generational, because I'm sure the conversation was probably different for, like, when my parents probably had to give me the conversation, or they had to give my brother the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's see what the difference with me and my brother. Like, we have a 10-year gap. So it's like the conversation that my dad had with my brother is probably way different from the conversation that he had with me. You know what I'm saying? Or even have with me.
Yeah, I think that it is important to be, and that's why I was saying I think it's important for parents to have conversations with their kids, not only about sex, but about sex. But, you know, I think it's important for them to have conversations about all of this. I know it's different nowadays. Now you got more transgender and non-binary and binary, all these different things. I think that it's, all of this different type of stuff. It's important.
Not just nowadays. It's always been there. They're just now only actually addressing it and talking about it and trying to be accepting of it.
I just think it's important to have conversations with these kids early. And I think again, I don't know if we were talking about this or if I was talking about it to somebody else, but in school, I remember when I was in school, we had sex ed. Even when I was in aftercare, like Boys and Girls Club and shit like that for the summer, we had sex ed talking about sex, abstinence, STDs, what is sex, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that our parents had to sign off for us to, you know, be in that class. But at least we were getting that education. I think we can also do better with talking about women's body which is why my business, the Herbal Goddess Collection, is geared towards women's reproductive health and spreading knowledge about just sex in general. When I was young, nobody explained to me why I kept getting BV, UTIs, yeast infections, where they were coming from. You know what I'm saying? People love to talk about, you know, I remember being in school and people talking about people smelling like fish and shit. They're not really explaining to you that it's coming from so many different sources. You know what I'm saying? Your period can throw off your pH and cause yeast infections. Men, the way that they clean themselves, their diet, how many times you're having sex, shooting up the club every time you having sex. You know what I'm saying? Underwear, the way that you take care of yourself, all of these different type of things affect your body. And I wasn't even getting that from my OBGYN. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm asking them, y'all telling me I'm getting UTIs all the time. Where is it coming from? You can't explain that to me. And that's research I had to do on my own. So I think all of that falls under the bridge of sex, like the umbrella of sex. It's important for us to be talking to our kids about it, and to not just feel like it's a taboo topic, like to just, you know, we shouldn't be talking about sex to certain kids or to certain ages because we don't want them to be curious, but they're already curious. They're human. They have emotions. Boys start masturbating at what age?
I don't know.
young, right?
I don't know.
Kids learn about sex from other kids. I learned about sex from my cousins before my parents talked to me about it, and I was young.
I'm not. Okay, I remember how I learned how to masturbate. I remember.
We're not talking about learning how to masturbate. We're talking about the age that you started to be curious.
I tell you what.
I rubbed some Poo-Tang about 7. Shoot.
Man, my God.
Let me tell you this. I seen girls naked when I was like in the first grade and shit, but I never thought about masturbation until I saw a comedian talk about it. And I was only like probably like 12, 13 when I was fucking up late one summer night at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and some comedian was on TV, and he was talking about when he was a kid and he started masturbating and he was just playing with his dick and some shit popped out of it, and I was like, oh, something's supposed to happen? I didn't know,
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like at a young age, 12, 13 is young as fuck. That's middle school.
But you know what?
That's a very young age for a young boy to be learning about sex, not in the proper way from a comedian. What I'm saying is that as kids, we learned it from channels that weren't, educational and getting incorrect information. So all I'm saying is that it's important for us to start talking to kids about proper sex, about abstinence, about safety, about their bodies, how it works, etc. I'm not saying we should go out here and teach all these kids how to masturbate, but I mean,
maybe we should.
You know what I'm saying? Would you rather your kids masturbating in the room than having sex?
Check this out. I'm about to bust a bubble. Cause
I thought you were about to say bust a nut. I thought you were going to say bust a nut. Never mind. Go ahead.
She used to teach kindergarten. So she was like, yo, nap time is crazy. And I'm like, yo, what do you mean nap time is crazy? She was like, yo, she said she had a class of about 28 kids. She was like, yo, like they be humping the cots.
I work with kids. I work with DCF. These kids are horny.
Yeah, and you know what? You're right. All kids are different, because I remember being in like nursery school and some kids over there humping the cots and teachers being like, stop doing that. And I'm like, why the fuck do y'all care that they doing that? I don't know. And I don't know why they doing that. To me, it made no sense. I'm like, all right, they just don't know how to control themselves. And I never thought of it as some sexual shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying, like, I'm just saying that kids learn about sex from just so many different places. There's no way that you could think that you got an innocent little 10-year-old and they probably just been exposed to some sexual topic, some sexual something at school, on social media, on TV, whatever. Why not just get in front of it and talk? I'm saying at appropriate ages. And I think that sometimes we feel like talking about certain topics means that we're forcing it on them, but they're going to be curious anyway. So I believe in just having honest conversations with kids. I'm not saying that we need to be talking to kids about exactly how you're supposed to be fucking at age 9. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
I think that there are stages to it. Talk to them about certain shit so that when they get curious, they're not just going out and figuring shit out on their own. Because again, if we live in our truth, when you got introduced to sex, when you started having sex, how that happened, how your parents got into it. Some little girls women were raped.
How your parents got into it? I don't know how my parents got into it.
Y'all trying to make this a funny topic. I'm being dead ass.
I'm dead ass. I don't know what you mean.
What I'm saying is, my mom personally, my mom had me at 17. So obviously she knew about sex before the age of 17 for her to get pregnant, right? Okay. I'm saying my mom was also raped at the age of 13. So she clearly knew about sex at a certain age. So I'm saying that at certain times, and that's a whole rape and all that other shit, that's a whole nother topic in the Black community or whatever, in just the community in general. But I'm just saying, like, no funny shit. Like, talk to your kids about things. Talk to them about things because you don't know where they're learning this shit from. And although we would love to think that as good parents, if I let them go somewhere, I trust that they're doing this, you never know what kids are doing. You know how sneaky kids are. You know how sneaky you were. If we living in our truth, just be real. I know I found out about sex and shit like that at the age of like 8, 9 years old from my older cousins. Hey, you know what this is? Let me show you this video. And if we really want to be real and get down to it and talk about shit that happens in the Black community, a lot of people practice sex with their cousins.
Word?
If we want to go there.
Well,
so this is why this is
cousins.
I'm not saying everybody, but if there's a lot of people that maybe, I don't know, hunching with clothes on, touching, whatever, experiencing and experimenting with sex or sexual things with family members, whether it was rape or they were just kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how kids are. That's not how kids are, but I mean, like, sometimes that's where that shit comes from. Yeah, that's where you learn it from. These are real life topics. So that's why I said no funny shit. I've had these conversations with hella people before. And yes, it's embarrassing. Maybe you never spoke on it before, but it's like this type of shit happens all the time, which is why we need to talk to our kids about certain things.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
Just give them the proper information.
Definitely, you know, like me and my friends, we always had talks about sex, not necessarily like this is how you do this. And everybody always acted like they was always having sex. That's what the shit was. You know what I'm saying? But me and my friends never spoke about like masturbation and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So like just me personally, if not for that comedian, I'm not sure when I would have started masturbating. You know, which is I never thought about that until recently. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And I think it's different with every kid and the environment that they grow up in and the conversations that they have around them. You know, like the first time I heard the phrase "bust a nut" was like when one of my older cousins asked me and my other cousin, like, "Yo, y'all bust a nut yet?" And I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I was like, what? When a girl tries to kick me in the nuts, you talking like that? That's what you mean? You know what I'm saying? I was probably like 13.
No, I'm saying, 14. I'm not, okay, so I'm saying just sex in general. So you know how you just said you heard those phrases you didn't know? Mm-hmm. As a kid, you didn't grasp the concept of sex, but this is also just you. This is also just
that's
you.
Right.
There's so many people that grew up in other environments, and not saying that they were bad environments just because they were exposed to sex. I just feel like we just need to get out of the habit of feeling like sex is bad. Sex is bad. Don't have sex. Whatever. Be real about the shit. It's natural. Be real about the shit. It's natural. It's gonna happen at some point. I'm not saying teach them exactly how you're supposed to be having sex. This is what sex is. This is what comes from it. These are your risks. This is your body. This is how it works. This is what you may feel. This is puberty. People may talk about this. These are these type of people walking around. These is what they, you know what I'm saying? These type of conversations. So I'm not being specific as to like, oh, teach them how to bust a nut. No, I'm just saying teach them exactly what sex is and about, you know, everything that involves all of it, all of sex. I just think that, you know, kids I work with kids, right? DCF, foster kids. Now, these kids that I work with, a lot of them have been some of them, their parents are just
scumbags.
Neglectful. Let's say neglectful. Some of their parents are neglectful. Some of them have been in real life situations such as sex trafficking. Some of them have been raped at young ages. And as I don't know, I'm not going to say men can't relate because there are definitely young boys that get their virginity taken at young ages by grown people. But
I worked in a group home when I was younger, and I've experienced that shit like that. I mean, I'm taking care of kids.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Issues. So that's all I'm saying. If we know that we went what the fuck we went through, and what we watched our parents go through, our peers go through, why are we just being quiet about certain shit until we ready to just explain shit vaguely? Did that work for you? Where did you learn sex from? Where did you first hear? You know what I'm saying? Be real with this next generation with your kids so you can have an open relationship to talk to your son or daughter when they are open, feeling like, hey, I'm curious, or they get their first boyfriend or girlfriend and you a little nervous. You can trust that they're not going to be out here doing no fuck shit or just experimenting.
But you know what?
So they don't have to be a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old mom or dad. You know what I'm saying? Be real with these kids.
Yeah, I feel you. I hear you. But at the same time, some kids, you can tell them everything that you feel they need to know, but it ain't gonna soak in until they're ready for it to soak in.
But that's not at all what I'm saying, though.
No, I know that's not. I didn't say that's what you're saying. I'm saying no matter how much information you try to give some people, they're not going to get it until they're ready to get it.
That's what I'm just saying I want to get my point across. I just really, because this is a topic that I'm very passionate about. I just really feel like I'm not saying they're going to get it right away. I'm not saying that, because I was 19 before I lost my virginity. I didn't grasp the concept of sex at 16, 17-year-old when all of my peers were having sex. Not all of them, but most of them. My friends having sex, talking about sex. I wasn't exposed like that. I knew what it was. It didn't click for me until I was about 19 when I got curious. But what I'm saying is my parents had a talk with me about sex when I was about 16, I want to say. But again, like I said, I found out about it when I was 8 or 9. Saw videos. You know, you hear everybody joking about, oh, we were watching HBO at night. We was watching the Playboy shit and flipping back to Nickelodeon and shit at young ass ages. I'm saying that they shouldn't have to be seeing this shit on TV, hearing about it from friends, cousins, etc., and being like, damn, what's this? This looks interesting. They know enough to watch it. I'm just saying have real conversations with your kids so that they don't make the same mistakes that you did or just go down the same road. It's not about them grasping it, like clicking exactly what it is, if it feels good. It's just about providing that knowledge to them. And they're still going to do what they want to do at the end of the day, but they're going to do that without that knowledge too. When you want to be the one to put your kids on game about shit so they don't make the same mistakes.
No, I agree. But no matter how much game I try to give some kids, you know, I don't want to focus on, some people not going to get it. I'm just saying, talk to the damn kids. That's all I'm saying. Talk to them.
Okay, but just leave it at that.
Why?
It don't matter.
This is a podcast.
We can't. Some people not gonna get nothing.
I would like to expound.
People don't get everything that you try to talk to them about.
No, some people you have to tell when they're 10 years old that they're not gonna understand and get until they're fucking 18. You know, so
I get that,
right?
But at least you were ahead of the game, and you were the one to explain it to them.
Right?
It don't matter. You don't always get shit the first time people say it to you.
Right.
But you're providing them that knowledge.
I was just making a point.
You're planting that seed pretty much for them. Right. Is what I'm saying. So it don't matter. I'm just saying don't shed no negative light on it. Is what I'm saying. Don't they may not get it.
I don't think
just provide them with the information.
I don't think I was shedding negative light. You know, I just think some people is gonna say, you know what? They're just not gonna get it. But you still need to tell them. You know?
But no, I think that's not what she's saying. Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying what she's saying. I'm saying
about sex instead of me hearing sex about.
I'm just expanding on what she said.
What I'm saying is what I was saying to you, Khary. I get what you're saying. What I'm saying to you is when we speak about topics like this, just leave it at the conversation. Like, just leave it where it's at. Inform the kids. That's it. It don't have to be. You can inform them, but they may not catch it.
Why can't I just talk how I talk? Why can't I just speak?
I'm not saying you can't speak. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Going left.
I'm just adding I just feel like when you're talking about topics like this, provide people the knowledge.
Yeah,
but it don't have to be.
Check it out. My pops told me a lot of shit when I was like 13, 14, 15 years old that made no sense to me until I was 30.
It made no sense, but
that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm just saying
but check
he
it out.
planted the seed for you, and that's what I mean by having a conversation.
Exactly.
But leave it at planting the seed. Not okay. I'm gonna plant the seed, but it may not grow. We don't need to talk about that part. We're just talking about planting the seed and leaving it there. When it grows, it grows.
That's
you
what
ain't
I'm
gotta
saying.
say, okay, well.
I didn't say it wouldn't grow. I'm saying.
Khary, you just said you can give some of the kids the knowledge. They may not understand, but they may not give it. It don't matter how much knowledge you give them.
No.
My point is just plant the seed. It don't matter if they don't grow right then or not. Just leave it at that. That's what I meant by the negative aspect.
I didn't say it would grow. I said it would grow when it's ready to grow.
Okay. Understood.
You know, Why does there have to be an argument about it?
I'm not arguing with you, Khary. I'm just saying I said what I said, you said what you said, but let's just leave it on a positive note, not the what ifs and the negative aspect of it. And it didn't have to be an argument. I'm not arguing with you.
I personally didn't see anything negative about it.
But I just said, I'm not, all right, again, understood.
Okay. Moving on. I sent a post to both Bees and Tati today where old folks, where nurses in nursing homes were saying they weren't ready or trained for the potential of elderly people committing horrific acts that they've committed in their lives, like murders and wild shit like that. And there's been a bunch of nurses, or allegedly nurses, that have chimed in and said, yes, they've experienced this throughout their careers in nursing. Do you think this is something that's as common as they try to make it seem?
I think so.
You think so?
I believe so.
You think you would have some shit to admit when you was old? I'm trying to think what I would admit. Nothing with nobody dying. I know that. You know? Now, what if somebody old confessed some shit to you? Would you how do you think you would take it?
I guarantee you, like, what is it? How many states in the United States?
Like 50.
50? Okay, so I'm gonna say it's at least 100 of them. It's at least 2 of them in each state in a nursing home. We got a story like that. I guarantee you, fam. Yo, especially depending on the age, fam. There's certain groups that they was cold, fam. Like, you gotta think of how the law was and all that. It was different back then, yo. Yeah. Somebody violates you, a lot of back in the days violation, you violate, yo, it was kind of off with your head, yo. And I'm sure we'll say maybe about 20 hitmen that probably did something for somebody who was just killers for hire. I guarantee you. Mm-hmm. I hate to say this. There's at least one serial. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. you think there's one cereal in a bunch, or one cereal per state?
Probably one cereal per state.
That's in the nursing home right now. That's killed mad niggas and
that's in the nursing home, bro.
Oh shit!
But it's like depending on the age and when you telling the story and what they claim that you diagnosed with. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be like, listen, old man Johnson, he don't mean nothing. He just telling stories, girl. The old man Johnson probably got like 20 bodies up on his belt. You feel what I'm saying? He done buried somebody in the water. He done went to Mississippi and did somebody dirty. You feel what I'm saying? Because think about it. It's mad people that back in the days left states because they didn't kill somebody. They didn't did something with the law.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me see some of these things over here. The amount of old Finnish men who get drunk and weep about the time they killed a child when they were a mercenary in Africa is surprising. That's what one thing said.
I didn't even count the military people, yo.
Yeah, one person said, yo, I've had 2 murderers confess to me. One was an inmate that was getting eaten up by guilt. The other was in deathbed confession. The police found the body right where he said it was. You know? Like, one person said, I've been telling people that they probably shook hands with the killer and didn't realize it. It furthers my belief and darkens my understanding of humanity. I personally kind of feel like I know quite a few killers I've shaken hands with and gave pounds to throughout my life, you know? And wow. Many elderly hide under a sweet old lady man facade when they actually have terrible and scary personalities on the inside. I refuse to be manipulated. You can tell when they're being genuinely kind, but man, in an industry with them in the past, says it takes about for a month for the facade to disappear and show true colors. This is just some of the things that people was posting about working in the nursing industry and shit like that.
Fam, I'm telling you, there's probably a couple of them. Yeah. Remember how Samuel some Buddha.
Bless you, brother. Bless you. I feel like I need another blunt to roll me another blunt.
But you remember how Samuel Jackson was in what's that? The Django.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when he went in the back and had the conversation with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Mm-hmm.
Where outside he was like, "Yeah, boss, boss." And then he went in the room. He was like, "Let me tell you something. Them niggas know each other." He got all intelligent on them.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, there's a in that percentage that I said, there's a couple like just like that, just like that. Like they be with the nurse and be like, and then he get behind. As soon as the nurse closes the door, he be like, he get on the cell phone and be like, "Yo, I got these motherfuckers fooled, yo. They giving me these pills. I got a garbage can full of these pills. Yo. They think I'm swallowing these pills. I was trained that I got swallowed and I spit it back up." And I'm telling you, fam, I believe that.
I feel you, yo. I feel you on that one. Shit.
I think that would be a hard job. I'm sure, yo, the confessions is probably crazy, but it's like, which ones do you take serious and which ones do you not? Because I'm telling you,
that's what you never know. You know? Which old person do you think is an old person with like dementia or something that's just making them like come up with some wild stories, and which ones are true? You know? And some people might hide behind that as well. You know? Shit is just like peanut butter. Oh, I killed 5 people when I was 25. You know? You know? They can hide behind that facade. But how long can they hold the facade up? You got to be a pretty creative person too, I think.
It all depends on, yo, it's crazy though, because some of the people probably hold that secret for 50 years, 60 years.
Yeah, definitely are. Especially if they wanted to get away with that crazy crime. You know?
You know what bugs me out? I don't know why some people confess like after all these years. Yeah, you done got away with that shit. Fuck you telling somebody about this shit for now?
Guilt. Some people just can't take the guilt.
Die with that shit, my nigga.
You know?
Die with that shit.
Yo, it is what it is. Yo, some people. Okay, there's some people that can't take the guilt of cheating on their wife with a bunch of women. You know?
Yeah.
So now imagine niggas that can't take the guilt of killing 10 motherfucking niggas. You know? Look at motherfucking G Dep. That nigga turned himself in. That nigga killed one nigga by accident. He turned himself in.
I ain't gonna be G Dep, fam. I'm sorry.
Some guilt affects,
I hate to say it like this.
Guilt affects people in different ways.
I hate to say it like this, but in the industry, in the business that G Dep was in at the time of that stage of his life, just being like having respect for the streets in a certain way. That person, I hate to say it like this, but that's a casualty of the war.
Yeah, but guilt affects everybody in different ways, you know?
That's true.
So that's how he dealt with it. He couldn't take it no more. I guess he felt, yo, I have to get this off my my chest. Yo, I got to get this off my conscience. So maybe it made him feel better, you know? And maybe that's what some of these old folks are doing. Maybe they're like, you know what? I'm about to die. Maybe this is the only way I can get into heaven. That's if you believe in that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it all depends on what I killed the person for too. I guess so. I guess with G-Dep, I guess that's where that probably really what you call it. Though at the same time, he had remorse because he tried to rob somebody, or he robbed somebody and he shot them in the process. I can understand where the guilt kicks in right there, but if somebody tried to hurt me and I had to take them out,
that's a little more understandable. Not feeling.
Yeah, I'm not telling shit.
That's a little more understandable. But yeah, he tried to rob an everyday working nigga, I believe, and ended up killing the nigga. Nigga had like a family man with kids and shit like that. And I think this guilt is hitting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's some type of shit like that. I'm assuming.
Yeah, okay, I can understand the guilt. I can understand the guilt.
You know what I'm saying? So the old people might be going through that same shit. They be like, you know what? I might die tomorrow, and I might have a chance in getting into heaven if I tell somebody I did some shit. You know what I mean? And then let them live with my burden. That's kind of how they feel.
What if they come back and lock you up?
You got a week to live and you're gonna spend it in jail. That would be fucked up. I
guess at least you know you probably gonna get a good last meal.
I don't know. The niggas don't feed you good in jail like that, right?
Nah, the last meal? I'm sorry, that death row meal, I heard those. That's
okay. Niggas be on death row for like 20 years. Niggas, we talking about elderly niggas right now. You know, these elderly niggas gonna be in jail and they gonna die before they fucking get their fucking death day. So they gonna have shitty meals because they never know when they probably gonna die. I'm just assuming. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'd say I go to jail, but y'all know I'm gonna die in a week. Just give me a last meal. They say I'm gonna die Friday.
You don't have that option though. You in jail, nigga. You don't have that option.
Give me a meal Thursday. When it's sentencing, you can arrange something.
You gotta work out a deal for your confessions at that point, nigga.
Word. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all everything, but I got a week. So Thursday night, they say I'm gonna go like Friday. So like Thursday, make me the illest dinner you can make me. Like,
and they gonna be like, "Oh, you planning on dying? Nurse, keep this nigga alive." You get fucking peas and fucking cold rice, nigga.
Fucked up.
Man, let's push it forward. I sent y'all a story. No, Tati sent the story, and then I sent the follow-up story with like an article. There was like a post and then an article that followed that was talking about 5,000 plus students in a Florida county, in a single Florida county, have been out of school because of COVID-related issues, and it's only been the 4th day of school. You know? What's your thoughts on this one right here, Beast?
That's crazy. It's only the 4th day of school. And are these kids all vaccinated, or they're just trying to say these kids aren't vaccinated and we got 5,000 of them out, so we just need to get them all these kids vaccinated? Is this the...
No, they're not trying to say... they haven't said anything about vaccinations whatsoever.
Okay.
But I think the headline sounds scarier than it is, you know?
Okay.
And I say that because it's not 5,000 plus students have COVID. It's 5,000 students are out quarantining because of COVID. So
okay, gotcha.
So a kid tested positive or said he tested positive or something like that, you know, and now the school is like, okay, now the kids sitting around the area now have to quarantine. You know, anybody that was within this child's vicinity now have to quarantine. You know, like I did a little math because I live in the actual county that they're talking about, which is Hillsborough. You know, where the 5,000 plus kids are out. You know, I live in that county. I said, you know what? Let me do a little bit of math here. You know, and there's about 250 schools in the county. You know, out of that 250 schools divided by 5,000, that's about 20 kids per school that it's out. You know, approximately, just going off the 5,000 number. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going off that round number. You know, so approximately 20-something kids per school is out because of something like this, which then you can then narrow down to maybe 3 or 4 students or 5 students per school, and those kids within that vicinity now have to get the fuck out of here as well because y'all just a little too close and we're just taking precautions. Which me personally, I could appreciate those precautions still being taken, even though the governor tried to say, yo, fuck those precautions and all of that, you know? So me personally, I appreciate the, hey, y'all niggas got to quarantine just in case, you know what I'm saying? So shit don't spread if it spreads the way shit's supposed to be spreading. So I appreciate that portion. The number sounds crazy, but I appreciate motherfuckers still trying to take some type of precautions, even though there's no mandates that they need to. These are like the county's own mandates, in my opinion. You know?
Gotcha.
I'd rather there be 5,000 students out as a precaution than there's a potential for 5,000 students to then transmit that to 10,000 students, which then transmits to 20,000 students. I don't know, you know? But I'm just saying. So the number sounds wild, but it's not as crazy as it sounds. That's just a little bit of math I did. Even though I am thinking about having my son do the rest of the year on from home, you know? You know, just cause I'm like just because y'all niggas are out of control. It's only been the first week. You know, so personally for my son's school, I think the first day we got a phone call that said, hey, 1 kid tested positive. You know, second day it was like, okay, 2 kids tested positive. Third day was like, okay, 3 kids tested positive. Well, no, I think the third day was like, they said 9 kids tested positive, but only 3 of them was actually in school, you know? And then I stopped looking at the emails like, this is crazy. So, I'm thinking about having him stay home. My son is like, I don't really want to stay home. I want to go to school. I tried to stay home shit. I didn't like it, you know? So he's trying his own little protest to try to convince us to let him go to school. So I'll see. He's actually getting his second vaccination tomorrow too, actually. You know?
Your son?
Yeah. And my daughter. You know? So he wants to go. We'll see. I'm gonna talk to him and talk to his mom, and we'll decide. What's your thoughts, though, Bees?
Well, my son is vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good for them to take the precautions, you know what I'm saying? But it also sucks for those kids that actually need that on hand in the classroom learning. You know what I mean? It just seems like as time goes on, like they just destroy the whole school era. Like school ain't even like it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
There's no, at least out here, there wasn't no prom the past year. Last year there wasn't no prom. I don't think there was a prom the year before that neither. You know, my daughter didn't have no prom situation and shit like that.
Yes, it's all of that type of they blending and mending and making this a charter school and this school is this and your school is within this school. Yeah, like, okay, for instance, how like, okay, 180, 181 back in the days, right?
These were 2 junior high schools in the Bronx, by the way.
Now there's like 6 schools in 181. There's like 5 schools in 180. Like, it's like bugged.
Got you.
Even like Truman, like you got like where he goes to Harry S. High School, but he goes to Harry S. Academy. He goes to Harry S. Charter, but it's all in the same building. It's still Harry S. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's real bugged out, and then like, you know, there's no prom. They've changed. It just changed the direction of a lot of stuff that they've done.
Oh, you kind of locked up on me for a second there.
Oh,
yeah, kind of locked up.
Let me see. Can I see the chat now? I still can't see the chat. Just see myself. What's going on here?
See it?
Nah, I don't know what's going on.
Got you.
It's just to see me and me. I don't see like the whole thing when we're both on the screen. I don't see that.
Got you. Now, have you heard about this Afghanistan shit? I think you might have seen some of the videos, yo.
Oh, when dude fell off the plane and shit.
Yeah, where the planes were being packed with Afghanistan people.
Yo, that's crazy because what is it? The Taliban, right?
Yeah. So
the Taliban is fat.
I think from what I read, I think like the U.S. pulled out a lot of its forces, I believe, and left a lot of equipment and shit like that. And then the Taliban got some shit, and wasn't long before they started taking over areas. They taking over areas that was kind of U.S. controlled before they decided to dip out or not pull out everybody, but pull out enough to where it didn't matter no more. And now people are pretty much fucking scared, you know? Motherfuckers like, yo, motherfuckers are so scared that they piling on the planes and piling onto planes to the point where, yo, we're clinging on to the outside of the plane. You know, that's how so sure of death some of these people must be, to be clinging on to the side of a plane flying through the air. There's video of people falling off the fucking plane, yo. How desperate how desperate are you to hold on to a plane? No seatbelt, just gripping to something that's not meant to be gripped. That shit is wild, yo.
Yeah, you can't even fall asleep.
That shit is wild, yo.
Yeah, I don't mean to laugh. I mean, people might think that I'm a little crude because I laugh at a lot of shit. But it's like, yo, a lot of shit that I see in this world today, like, sometimes it don't amaze me. Like, it don't surprise me because man himself is like just a funny thing. Like, man is so unpredictable when put in certain situations. It doesn't matter if you're white, you're black, you're Chinese, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. No matter what you call it, when you're put in a certain situation, there's just something about man that kicks in. When you're put in fear, there's no telling what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? When your general is running on an attack, there's no telling what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, man is just so unpredictable.
You're right.
In situations that it's crazy, yo.
Yeah. And you know when I first witnessed that personally? I first witnessed that personally 9/11. You know? 9/11. When the towers were about to fall, shit was on fire. There were people that were literally jumping from the building as an alternative, yo. And it's like,
one dude lived.
Did he really?
Yeah, one dude, he was broke the fuck up, but he lived.
Nigga said he was broke the fuck up, but he lived. That's desperation, yo. You know, and that's the first time I've actually personally felt like I've witnessed that type of desperation. Like, yo, I gotta jump off this fucking building with the hopes that I might live versus trying to survive what's behind me. And that's kind of how I felt a lot of people in Afghanistan might have felt, which some cynical people might be like, oh, well, isn't that ironic? You know? Me not being one of those cynical people, but just saying. Let's see. That's gonna be that right there. Alright, but I think that's everything I got for the evening, though. Let's see what we got here. This is what's gonna be. Boom. See you on Thursday. You know, that's and I say and I say Thursday because we're not doing a show Friday. You know, I'm gonna be OT. So instead of just leaving y'all high and dry, I said, you know what? Let's do a motherfucking show on motherfucking Thursday instead, baby. You know? So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna do Thursday, 9 p.m. We're gonna talk some shit. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do our thing, man. You know? And let me see. Just making some adjustments because we gotta take this photo, bees. We gotta take this photo and shit. You know? Boom. There we go. Let me turn that on. Let me turn that on. Let me turn that on. All right, boom. Here we got the photo. Oh shit! What did I do? I hit the wrong button. The fuck happened, man? What happened, man? Oh, I didn't hit the wrong button. No man, let me turn this off right quick. Make this adjustment. Boom. Let's see. I'm just about ready. Give me 1 second, man. You know what I mean? Gotta just adjust this shit. Bam, we got that back there. Boom. Dating while pregnant. Don't ask me about 2 men on the screen talking about dating while pregnant.
Yeah, it got me frozen. They're frozen. I'm frozen,
yeah.
son.
Yeah. I guess, fuck it. That's still a picture. I don't know why your shit is frozen, yo.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a nice pose, too.
I don't know why your shit just froze up on me. All right, but you know what? Let's get ready to get up out of here, though. You know what I'm saying? We will see you on Thursday evening, same time, same bat channel. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, Cheryl. So, yo, can you explain this more? I can't explain this more. It's about money. It's about some shit that I don't understand, that I don't know about, but they still doing what the fuck they do. See y'all on Thursday. We are out of here. This is I believe this is Balloon High. See y'all Thursday, y'all. But the rest of your week be great. Do your best to stay sucker free and keep a smile on your face, baby. We are out. Yeah, we out. Good show.
Yeah.
I swear I might be one of a kind. I don't know, ask my exes. They might tell you otherwise. They might tell you I'm lying. My glass is full. Okay. My marijuana is lit. I may be fashionably late, but I'll be fashionable in this bitch. Let me pause for a flick and just floss a little bit. I'm so awesome, I'm the shit. See, I don't follow rules, I do what I want, though caution to the wind. How could I change if I've been like that since a kid and I'm getting what I'm chasing, so claim that fortune for the win. I'm just a gangster and a geek. Don't mistake that shit is sweet, it's just a part of my mystique. Take the touch of my physique. There's a story to my tale, there's so many sides of me. Come and vacate by the beach, winter time, summer breeze, palm trees, calm seas. Pick your poison, be my treat. Watch you discover I'm unique. So if you callin', then you fallin' by the end of the week.
Baby, I'm so fucking fly. Baby, I should be your type. I know I'm the nigga that you like. And you know I'm the nigga that you like. Baby, I'm so fucking fly. Baby, I should be your type. I know I'm the nigga that you like. And you know I'm the nigga that you like. Shit, I saw her when I went to get my beard lined up. First we go and smoke hookah for a mere mind fuck. Then we blow up to the heavens as the Lear fly up. Got her flowing like a fountain, she won't ever dry up. Got her snowing in the mountains, she won't ever find us. Never mind us, we roll up like 5 blunts, roll up like 5 joints. Make solos, do say in wine cups. You always come quick, you be on that mum shit. Your man tweaking and Tyrese'ing on that dumb shit. You tell your girlfriends like we be having fun, bitch. And now they hating on some are you the one shit. Hold up, baby, I'm just trying to play my part. And that ain't in the script, and that ain't in my scene, and that ain't in the clip. Plus women do what we do, we get away with this. So I just let her play with it. Draco cute. Baby, I'm so fucking fly. Baby, I should be your type. I know I'm the nigga that you like. And you know I'm the nigga that you like. Baby, I'm so fucking fly. Baby, I should be your type. I know I'm the nigga that you like. And you know I'm the nigga that you like.
now tuned into Khary's Crib.
Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib. Khary's Crib.